office chair, chatterbait cams running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce drips slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds high chew, cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Cam light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.
All right, hold on. I did not check. You know what I forgot to add? I forgot to add my camera as a source. I'm so sorry. Sorry it took me so long. There were 2 people checking in front of me. And um, thank you so much, Fiona's mom, and thank you for the gifted memberships, Secret Squirrel. You guys don't have to do that. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, I'll say hi to you all as I can, but I'm gonna get started on the locale bus video. Let me make myself small. Let me crop this. Sorry for the shoddy lighting. Which side is it? That's this side. Okay. Thank you for being a member. Okay. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to my chat over here on on my other laptop. I have two laptops going. Um,
because it's so
okay. Now let me just check really quick. What this is gonna look like. Okay. All right, got that. I'm gonna make that big. Oh my God. I'm on the struggle bus today, y'all. Okay. I am, as you can see, there is there's no secret girlfriend hiding behind me. Okay. It's funny because we're watching bus. That is true. Okay. Oh, I need to add myself. Oh my God, guys. Let me go
Big,
ahead.
more stress. Add friend.
We have Foxy Mama. Hi, Foxy.
Hi guys.
Hi,
Hi.
Foxy.
Are you excited for today's episode?
Foxy's loud.
So excited. Oh my god. Even though we did have like a much needed weekend off, I have been so ready to get back to this, guys. We have such a good fucking interview for you today. I where the fuck is Fupa?
Fupa is on her way. Uh, she said she might be a little bit delayed because I think she is still getting home. She was traveling. I think we announced that last week. She
Yes.
should be here very soon, I hope. But today we have a special guest. It's literally the girl from the commercial who's in the thing. She's in this thing. Look,
Yeah.
it's my background. It's that lady.
Yep, that's her right there, guys. Her
What?
name is Paola.
Paola. What's her screen name that she goes by?
Big Cherry. Is that what it is?
I think so. It's for sure Cherry. Maybe it's Big Cherry. Maybe Big Cherry. But yeah,
Okay.
Cherry or Paola. She will be here today. She'll be giving her perspective on her time at Paradise. And she can't talk too much about the documentary, but she does have some insight on some of the things that might be covered or so on. Her perspective at least. Um, this is big, right? She was here last week with Stefan on panel, and it kind of got derailed. It it gets very combative when those two are on the same screen. So
Because Stefan
Fupa.
Yeah, and it was
can't
literally
be
going
wrong.
nowhere. The conversation wasn't going anywhere. So we thought the best thing to do would be to have her on by herself so that we could like get to her story and hear it from her without having, Stefan railroading over her and her
Hmm.
railroading over him. Hi, Fupa.
I don't have my mic on today. I'll
Okay.
have it tomorrow.
Oh, we can hear you just fine though.
Yeah, you seem to be in some undisclosed location.
Shh, top secret.
Top
Yeah, where
secret.
are
Oh,
you?
Fupa's in a hotel too.
I don't know. I will say it's very humid here, very hot.
It's humid
Oh
here too.
God.
Resting outside.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fucking awful.
Is Fupa in my
Do with
hotel?
that what you will.
So we have been talking about Paradise for a full week, right? We've had a number of guests come up, a number of people giving their accounts for everything, and it's kind of still in the middle. It is a lot, but it's still in the middle. I don't know what the chat thinks. on whether or not the Stefan guy is guilty of these
He
accusations or
is.
not. A
Totally.
lot of people in our chats will say, well, there seems to be no evidence. There seems to be no one making a report, no one having videos or photos or
Because
screenshots.
they won't do anything.
And then he seems to have screenshots portraying him as being on the up and up.
Well, of
I want
course.
to ask you two today, where are you at right now with Stefan's innocence?
I mean, we know where I'm at with the whole situation, but I want to know where Fupa is because we know that I'm on the side of the women.
I'm on hotel internet, so I don't know how good this quality is going to be. Don't you buffer on me.
I'm on the side of the women, right? And this is a story that I've been following for 5 years now.
Stop buffering. You were fine during my D&D. Why are you buffering now?
And I've seen this man just talk himself in circles. And
Oh,
like
someone may
any
be next
proof,
door.
right, that he's provided is basically just him either like slut shaming women or proving that once upon a time they did have like a consensual relationship, but that's it. And he seems to think that just because it was consensual the day before doesn't mean it can't be non consensual the day of. Like, that just, no. But
Right.
what about
Like
you,
you
Papa?
can literally be in the middle of having sex and say, actually, I'm good, and revoke
Yes,
consent. So
exactly.
just because you had a prior conversation that literally means nothing.
Yeah, and that's literally my entire stance on it is that I don't think that he understands that,
He
right? Like
doesn't.
he doesn't understand that consent can be given and it can be taken away.
The wildest thing I've heard is I believe it was Kimmy that said he believes people give him consent the moment they walk through the door.
Yes.
And
Exactly. I said that the first night that we were watching this. He thinks that you just being in his home gives consent for him to touch you, grab you, do whatever he wants. If you're in his home, he has carte blanche. That's how he operates. I'm looking forward to hearing the stories of the ladies in the documentary. Because of course Stefan's only going to show information that is on his side. I need to make a I need to make a video going through all the court documents and his stuff as well. And whatever free time I don't have, I need to work on that.
I would honestly like not obviously not today, but I would like to confront him on that and ask him like, is that true? Like, if so, why the fuck do you think that? Because that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fully believe that he believes that.
Now with Cammy,
Hi
her
Emily.
telling the
Hey
events,
Relly,
this
Lana,
is all her
Irwana,
getting stories from other people, right?
Wyoma.
It's not from like a personal take. She hasn't been to Paradise. I don't think she's really interacted with Stefan like that before. She's just trying to get the
Kimmy's the
stories from people who
messenger
have been connected to the community. But we've also had a number of people who have been there who are Team Stefan. They say, oh, I've known the guy for years. I've been going to his house, for so many years or whatever, and it's never felt that way for them. So it's hard to say. We haven't yet had one of the people that came
and that's absolutely fine and that's going to happen. How many predator type men do you know that have people in their lives they're like, oh yeah, he's a great guy, he never did that to me? It doesn't mean it hasn't been done to other women.
out against Stefan come in, right? That they have a personal account that's part of like the lawsuit or the harassment. Am I right in that?
Um, no, we haven't had somebody that was part of the
Stefan be
lawsuit
on
but
his
had
mom.
also been to his house. We only had Kimmy, right? Or Piggy as she was known back then. She was in the lawsuit, but she has not been to his house.
So if people who have been there that have come on the show are saying this is fine, I haven't seen any issues, and we're just I don't know, it feels like it's too muddy and there's not enough pushback on Stefan yet. And I
Because they can't, Tech. We've been over this. They can't because of the NDA. They can't talk about this yet.
do know that our guest today has been to Paradise and
Yes.
does have a negative like connotation to their experience there, right? The
Yes.
Cherry or Paola woman.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think her Discord name is She Goes by Cherry. I'm sorry. Like we're trying to have like such a serious conversation, and my dog's back there just like not giving a fuck, and I'm distracted. But no, her name is Paola.
Mm,
Paola.
Paula.
Paula.
Paola.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, and
are,
I'm like really excited to hear her because So if you guys weren't watching, which many of you didn't know, it was like spur of the moment.
Hey Heather, Heather, right? Mina Bobina, Heather, right? Sorry if I keep looking. I have two laptops set up because I'm traveling. So I have my chat over on this laptop, but my camera is right here. So
When we were on TikTok with Zio and Stefan, Paola actually came up and her and Stefan were going at it like hardcore.
I don't think Tech is playing dumb. I think he's just trying to present the other side. He's trying to play devil's advocate. He's trying to balance it, I think.
And obviously, when she came up the other night, that was kind of crazy. We wanted to give her the opportunity to come up where she can say
Yeah,
whatever she
make
needs
sure
to
you're on
say,
live
get
chat.
everything off her chest, and Stefan's not going to be able to come up here and interrupt her. We just want to give her the space to say what
Good.
she needs to say.
Yes.
Get on,
Yeah,
pal.
so I mean, I'm really excited to hear from her. I know you guys are going to be excited to hear from her. She's somebody that I've actually followed for a long time, like even before like this instance, right? I probably followed her for the last 4 or 5 years because we've like ran in multiples of the same circles, whether it be on Twitter or on TikTok, dealing with this situation, or like what I used to do for work and what she currently does do for work. I think
Hey, Ivy. Is it so the volume's loud for me, so I turned it down. Let me check. So again, I'm sorry. I'm not in my usual setup,
she's a great person.
obviously.
I think she's a great person to talk to. She's not only like beautiful, entertaining, but she has a lot of shit to say. And I think she has a lot of shit to back it up with too.
Right.
Is that better?
I don't know if she has the right roles to be able to get into the call.
I was
And
wondering.
and I'm not a community manager anymore, so I can't fix that to bring her into the show.
She will
So,
definitely be community manager.
well, it's gone. So what we can do, if you'd like, we can call her.
Sorry, I'm trying to I'm trying to stream from my hotel and it's I don't have multiple screens. I should have just stayed in the office, but my mouse died and I could just stream from the office where I have multiple monitors that I can use. Hey Cold Brew, hey Corvid, hey Fiona's mom, hi Potato, Rally. Also hi to you all eventually. He had people in the house sign NDAs too.
In a group chat and
Oh,
get her on screen.
Yeah, let's do
Would you
that.
like to do that? Okay. One moment. Let's get confirmation that she's ready. If you can message her in the little group chat, let her know, and I will get it set up so that OBS captures that screen instead. But I am excited to get someone who is. You know, we had a number of people who came up before and they complained about their experiences, but no one that was really part of the documentary, right?
Right.
All right. So she says
Yeah,
she's
she's
ready.
ready.
I will call that chat and I'll see you guys over there.
Fiona's mom, what?
Okay. Let me get this set up.
I think Foxy is feeling a little more empowered. Hearing, hey Zan, hearing that people um, believe in what she wants to do, but she's not been given a chance. Your ex might come up on bus. Heather, Heather's your ex. Mina Bobina is your ex, Ivy. Because you're both in my chat right now. Our ex. Who's the other one?
One
There
moment.
we go.
Now, don't y'all be starting drama in my chat over there, Heather and Ivy.
All right. Let's see. Pop out. All right. We're all here. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
She is just gorgeous. Pal, I know we told you this the other night, but you are stunning.
Hi.
What a nice setup you have.
Oh, Davi is yours and Heather's ex. Okay, gotcha. Oh, Princess Pirate Pickle Pants, thank you so much for that donation to add to the rain fund. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I
this is
am
cute.
very proud of it. I do a lot of editing and everything, so
There you go. So welcome to the show. This is your first time being able to tell your story uninterrupted, unimpeded by a certain somebody yelling over you and making all these wild claims. How do you feel? How are you doing today?
Hey, Nikki. How you doing, love? I hope work's going well.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I feel like the
Celestial.
version of me that people saw the other day was definitely how I am when I see Stefan, but usually I'm just chill.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I mean, I
glad.
would have been pretty riled up too, to be honest, right? Like you see him up here making all these claims and, you know, just
Yeah.
blatantly lying, right? Or at least that's how it seemed to me. But so like that would have pissed me off too.
Oh,
But do you
Brew.
want to tell us a little bit about who you are, how
Ivy. That was stunning. I get gay panic whenever I see her. Yummy. Kentucky Dad.
you met Stefan and just a quick what your experience was
And then my Heather, Stitch Stream Queen. Hello, how are you, my love?
like in the house.
Yeah, I went to Paradise the first time on May 2021. I went to a Cinco de Mayo party. I saw everything on TikTok, since 2020, and I joined the Discord. So I was part of, the community and became friends with a lot of people in the Discord. I would be in video chats and all that, like, made
I like her PC. Mine also has LEDs in it. So Davi, so we're okay with Davi. Okay.
some connections and decided one day when everything started opening up in Vegas that I wanted to take that trip because I haven't socialized with anybody. I lived in New York City. I was kind of locked up and I just wanted to have fun. And I also wanted to meet a friend that I already had been following, which was Cass. And yeah, that was the intent.
Hey Andy, happy Pride. Yes, happy Pride Month, everyone. Whoop whoop. You're welcome, Nikki. Ranted Spaghetti, welcome in.
Why I went there, right?
Okay. Right,
Yeah.
was to you weren't going there to meet Stefan. You were going there to hang out with your friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see her face? Like, no, no.
And I did. When I went there, I hung out a little bit with Cass because like I feel like when you would go to parties, she would have to be like going everywhere and like everybody wanted to talk to her, like she was kind of like the center of attention and all that. So like I didn't get to spend much time with her, but I did meet a lot of the people from the Discord and like hung out with little circles and I would jump to the other one and jump to that's how I am usually socially.
Right. Oh, and
And
for those of you who don't know, Cass was like Stefan's primary partner at this time, just for a
yeah,
little context.
yeah, and at that moment, I
Hey,
remember
Jessica
Cass at
McGee.
the end of the night telling me like, "Hey, we didn't get to hang out much. Just come after. It's gonna be the closed circle. It's not gonna be parties or anything, but just come after, hang out." And that's how I ended up being involved in the things that I didn't necessarily wanted to be involved in. It
Stephanie.
was because I was hanging out with my friend. That was it.
Right. What do you mean by that?
Um, there's a different vibe from going to an official Paradise Party event to going to the house when the closed circle is there. And they literally call it that. It's not even like made up stuff that I'm doing. So it's like a different vibe completely. They talk about the drama that's happening in the house, like how they're gonna handle things, like all those conversations. I was kind of like there for, even though I wasn't somebody that had shown any kind of loyalty or friendship towards Stefan, just because I was hanging out with Cass. And that's kind of
Right.
like how I know everything, just because I was hanging out with Cass. He never trusted me. I was never friends with him or anything, but I knew what was going on because of that relationship.
Right.
So
And then okay, go ahead, Deck.
I was gonna say, what was like the level of relationship that you had with Stefan? Because it sounds like you were friends with his friends, but you
Mhm.
guys never like hung out, went to special events or anything.
It was more like he was my friend's boyfriend.
Hey, Ilya.
And because the
Hey,
vibe,
Panda.
like the lifestyle in the house and everything's very open, I did get intimate with him at some point. I cannot tell you the reason right now because that's something I definitely, it's in
Oh,
the show, I cannot say. But I will tell you that it was more like I was just there for my friend. And I did do things with him and all that, but
hey, Amber Ramblin'. Yes. I can send you a link to my Discord if you want to join my Discord. Um, I have you on Instagram, so I'll just directly send you the link to it. Did I miss somebody? Hi Elijah, if I missed you. Yeah, I was in the office today, so I have a button shirt on.
we were not close. However, he would always be outspoken, I guess. He would always ask me for advice whenever he was going through something in the house. And I would kind of like tell him because I felt bad. I was like, maybe nobody has told him this. Let me tell him. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of the relationship. But yeah, no, I didn't really have like loyalty towards him at all. I will say though that my first experience with him in person was, I got in the house, I'm going around talking to people, but at the end of the night we bumped into each other in a room and he literally like grabbed my belly and told me like, oh, you have such a small stomach. And I was like,
Such a small
okay. And I
stomach.
kept going. Like I didn't care or pay much attention to it. I thought it was weird, but I didn't know that he was fetishizing me. I will tell you that. Like I had no idea at that point.
Mm.
That's
Right.
exactly what happened to Foxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know plenty of people that went through that. Yeah.
Yeah, that just it's weird that like that was a thing that sounds like pretty much happened to almost everybody or every woman that was in that house, right? Was
Yeah,
like that was kind of like how he greeted you would be
yeah,
just to, like come up and grab your stomach and think that it was okay to just like touch people like that.
yeah. But the weirdest thing about it was like, my experience as a fat person was the fact that this person, instead of telling me like, "Oh, you're too big," like usually that's what you get from society, it was like, "You're not big enough,"
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yes, Mina Bobina. I can also send it to you. Do I have you on Instagram? Have you messaged me? Yes, there you are. There we go. Look at all these beautiful ladies over here on Instagram. Yeah, he thinks just because you're there, he can come up and grab your belly, and that's not okay.
Like I literally had a moment when I went like, I thought this was a body positivity, no judgment
Hey,
space. What the
Empress.
fuck? You're literally telling me that I'm not big enough for you. Like that.
Right.
That was kind of a fucked up moment to me.
Right, he's telling everybody, "Oh, no, no body shaming here for BPWs. This is a all-inclusive, safe space." And then he comes up to you and grabs your belly and is like, "Oh, you're not big enough." It's like, what the fuck, dude? I thought this was a positive space. Yes, Panda, you are also a beautiful lady, but you aren't on my Instagram. By the way, y'all, Panda's a dude. I I think he has a beard, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, that was one of the things that one of the women there told me. I was like, because when I had started noticing like there was like sexual activities going on, right? I was like,
Hmm.
okay, this is kind of weird. I don't know if this is like the place I want to hang out. One of the girls literally told me, she was like, oh, you don't have to worry about it. Like you're too small for him anyways.
It doesn't matter if you're too small. He will still try to smash. Like
Yeah,
he smashed me, and I wasn't big enough for him. Yeah.
right.
And even when I got my bariatric surgery and I lost 100 pounds in the time that I was in Paradise.
Wow.
And when I lost the weight, I did stay away from the house for a couple months because I know already how he criticizes
Sent me
people that lose
kitties.
weight. I literally have been in a bash where there was a person sitting next to us in a scooter, and you could see that she was still, having mobility issues. And she had the surgery, and he literally told her like, "You look better before you lose weight." And I'm like,
Mm,
the bitch is in a scooter. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
Like, so I knew that he does this and criticizes people for getting smaller. So when I got my surgery, I remember going like, I'm not going to Paradise until I'm ready to deal with that kind of, energy. And even before I came over the phone, I told him, don't you say anything about my body because we're gonna fucking fight. Like, it's gonna happen. I was already hostile towards him at that point, but I had to tell him that. And he didn't say anything, but even though I had lost weight and I was definitely visibly smaller, he still was trying to get it on with me. I just was completely out of it. I completely let him know that wasn't going to happen.
Right.
It seems, it seems like there was such a opportunity for him to approach women. I had this question. I want to see if you would answer it. Was there ever a weird dynamic with like men showing up to the house? Because we hear a lot about the women there. And I think he said before, oh yeah, sometimes there was like a guy here and there. There's a security guard or something that's dating, or is the husband of what's her name, Bug, K Bug. But it doesn't sound
Right.
like there's a lot of men there. Was there ever a weird?
Well, but Stefan is jealous of the other men. He wants the women all to himself. Oh, Kimmy's over here in the. I just spotted Kimmy in the the local bus chat. She's a member. I wonder if she was gifted or had to join. It looks like Aiden is in there. Anyway, we'll get caught up here in a couple of hours, but
dynamic with men showing up?
Yeah, he has no interest with having any relationship or interaction with men that go to the house. I would tell you because I've been going on live lately on TikTok, and I had friends that popped up from those times that have been very outspoken because they want to show the side from a male in the house. You know what I mean? And I have heard from two people that at the moment were also dating Cass, by the way, in the house when I was there. And they have come out and said they felt uncomfortable seeing the things that were happening. Things didn't happen to them, but they saw things
hey
that they called
Rosie,
out. And it would get to a point where it would be uncomfortable for them to stay around, to stick around.
hi Tally.
And the whole time you would hear just Stefan just always talking negatively about them to his partner who was also dating them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was like he didn't want to deal with them, but he also like if he can use them to show people that there's a man in the house to try to shut people off on TikTok, he will use it. But most of the time, he has no interest to create any friendship or bond with any of the guys. He's just interested in the women. That's it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I will be right back, you guys. I have an emergency that I have to deal with really quick.
He's
Oh
totally
no.
insecure.
Well, Fupa, did you have a question?
I'm glad you cleared that up about how you got involved with Stefan. So
Mhm.
you and Cass go way back.
Yeah, no, we knew each other through social media before I went to the house. Yes.
Okay. Um, and how long had you known her before she ended up, I guess, moving in with him?
I actually don't even know how long because I was following her at first, and then I remember messaging her and starting like to talk to her. And then when I got on the Discord, like there were times that we would talk in there too. So it's like it's hard to keep track of how long it had been. But at the point that I went to the house, there was already a connection that she recognized me and she still wanted to hang out with me afterwards. You know what I mean? So there was already some sort of friendship when I got there.
Were there ever, like, obviously, I guess leading up to what happened with Cass, were there like
Yeah, hope
many
Roxy's
instances that
okay.
she called you like wanting to get out or that you were trying to convince her to leave the house?
I didn't want to get too much into this, but there was a lot. There were a lot of calls. There were a lot of FaceTimes. There were like very long conversations. There were a lot of panic attacks. There were a lot of
Hmm.
crying moments. There were calls for help. Like there was a lot of it before she actually left the house. Yes.
Okay.
Um, I know that Stefan talked about it on the show the other day. Um, and let me know immediately if it's like too much of a touchy
Hmm.
issue. Um, about like the attempt that happened in the past. You
Hmm.
know, um, how he kind of played it off. What fuck? The way I want to be careful how I say this.
Trying to blame somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, like it came off weird. What are your thoughts on that? And if you can explain it to the audience because some of them are still unfamiliar with that situation.
Yeah. All I will say is that I called
Panda, I haven't had a chance to look at anything. I just finished D&D right before I started streaming. I haven't had a chance to look at anything. I probably won't show it tonight, because I'm going to be streaming this. Whenever it finishes, I have to do work. So I'm not going to have time tonight, Panda, but maybe tomorrow, if I have time to stream, we can look at something then, if that's okay with you. I just haven't had time. I'm extremely busy this week.
that that was going to happen 2 days before, and I told him to stop a certain
I don't know Bella. She just said she had an emergency. Hey Maggie, how you doing, love?
behavior in order for her not to feel pushed. And when it did happen, I did tell him like I told you so. I did tell you I was going to make you responsible, and that's my opinion at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely get some rest, Panda. I'll take a look at what you sent, but I won't have time to play it tonight. But I'll take a look at it a little bit later.
I think I saw you guys talking at some point saying like this is not something you can blame on somebody. I think it was Fupa that said it or something like that. I agree completely, but when you warn a person 2 days before, hey, this person is in a very bad spot, can you stop pushing them? That's where I can go and say there's some sort of responsibility. What I will tell you is that the people that he tried to blame for it, and the only reason why I'm talking about this right now, had nothing to do with it. They were relationship issues. They were a partner invalidating his partner's feelings. It was literally that. That was it.
Okay. And I think okay, and again, this is touchy. Um, he puts a lot of kind of like social pressure on the fact that he was there and had to deal with it on his own, and that other people weren't there.
Good, good.
I think you've
He
even
wasn't there,
I
technically.
I
Hi,
think
Bruce
you've said
Wayne.
what was the moment where you said you were on like FaceTime the whole time, like you were calling on the phone. It's that situation, right?
Yeah, it is that situation. I don't, again, I don't want to dig too deep in this, but I would tell you that the reason why he wasn't in the room was because he didn't want to deal with her. And then when things started happening, I was already like trying to call him. And then I called K Bug and I was with them on FaceTime while she was being taken and while all of this was happening and afterwards. And I was screaming at him the whole time, just like you saw me the other day. That's what I was doing. Because not only were they brushing it off, but they were also, he was going through her phone, which I thought was a huge invasion
He was he blamed Kimmy. He blamed Kimmy for Cass's attempt. But whenever he was telling the story, Kimmy didn't come up once. Hey, Empress, no, you're not a ghost. But are you a cucumber ghost?
of privacy. There were just many things that were happening that I was very mad at the situation. And I felt like frustrated because I am a friend that was not there physically because of distance, you know.
I'm sorry, what? I know Cass passed away a couple of years after the attempt. but I can't remember what year. Was it 2022 that Cass passed away? I'm asking Heather and Ivy because they'll probably know.
What I mean, but I was trying to be there the whole time. It's just like I lived in New York City, they lived in Vegas. That's literally it. But I was there, you know.
Were there several instances where he would check phones?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Not
that
only
was a normal
phones,
thing.
like there was like he would watch people over the cameras, hear conversations that we people would have in the house. If there was somebody that they needed to handle in the house or like a meeting, they were dealing with a drama, he would be like, have it in the office so I can listen, like stuff like that.
Hmm.
He was constantly spying on people, constantly. And that
Creepy.
situation where it was like this person's being taken to the hospital and you're here going through their phone, reading messages, that's fucked up. And that's how he found out that I had been telling her all these things about him. And that's how he decided that it was time to try to push her towards Peachy as being her friend instead of me. And he would
Hmm.
literally like hang up the phone on me and stuff when we were having conversations because he read those messages and he invaded her privacy that way. And like it's not the first time. I'm hearing that he's done it again. I'm not gonna say
So
what it is exactly, but like I hear that he's done it again.
he definitely has a tendency to
He's controlling. He's abusive. He's definitely, yeah, super controlling and abusive to the women in his house. Just, yeah, yeah, he's not a good dude.
want to isolate his partner from
Yeah,
outside.
but at the same time, it's like want to isolate. It's not isolate the partners, but it's like create a circle of people that are loyal to him too. You know what I mean? Because like
Right.
I believe, and I have this conversation with Peachy. I believe that Peachy cared about Cass and like she would have been a great friend to her and everything, just like I was. The only difference is that she was also friends with Stefan. So whatever advice or whatever she would tell her, it would be things that she would have considered. How does this affect Stefan too? I don't because I don't fuck with him.
Well, that's like a very common thing in like abusive relationships or very toxic relationships is that one partner like views their partner as like property basically, and they want to control who is interacting with them because obviously if there's someone from the outside, they can clearly see, okay,
Yeah,
this
2024. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
person is manipulating you, this person is like being emotionally abusive, mentally whatever, and they don't want that person infiltrating and getting it and making that person basically wake up and then leave them. So a lot of
yeah,
times they do have the tendency to like want to control who they're speaking to. Like, I mean, we all know how bad it can get. Like people control or when you can leave the house, what you can wear when you leave the house, who can come over, and all of those things.
Yeah. You've been at the house for how long in total?
oof. I just went. I visited a lot, right? So I started visiting in May, but in that same May, on my first time, I went twice. I took 2 trips.
Yeah.
Um,
From like your first
and
visit to your
then
last visit is like a year, 2 years.
it is like it was less than a year because I left in January of 2022. That was
Okay.
my last time in the house. Yeah.
Now, from your experience, because we're hearing, he kind of has this position where he wants to control things and he wants people to hear in the messages, he wants to listen into the conversations, and there's cameras everywhere.
Hmm.
In your opinion, I'm not saying that you know this for a fact, I'm not saying that you're making an accusation, but just in your opinion, do you think he has like hella sex tapes? Like he just has like just a
Oh, he
fucking
does. He
collection
has.
of people fucking. Yeah, right?
He literally when I started.
Oh, Stefan took her out. The internet is dying. Stefan,
Um,
let her
I,
let her let her speak. Stefan,
my
please.
internet also shit, so that's great.
Stefan, don't do this.
Yeah,
Are you back?
I can't believe it.
Are you here? Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh no,
Is
her
she
internet dropped
is she
completely.
coming back? Hello?
Oh,
All right, we're
there we go.
back. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
I think. Hi. I don't know what's
Yes,
happening
Bruce.
with my phone.
Okay, it
Hold
looks
up.
Stefan might be trying to take you.
I have issues whenever I'm driving. I can't stream, it just drops. You don't see Panda Pondu, Ozzy? Are you on all chat? Panda Pondu, have you blocked Ozzy's kitchen? How dare you? She is a sweet, wonderful lady and an amazing cook.
You out.
Yeah.
Yeah, cameras for blackmail. I was gonna just say he has all these cameras and set tape that he can use for blackmail, that he can release as revenge porn if he so desires. It's not good that he has all these tapes and videos of people doing things. And yes, this is about Paradise, Bruce, as Heather there says. You don't know who Panda Pondu is? Panda? Do you have Ozzy blocked?
I guess he's trying to take me out too because internet. Well,
Your
I mean, my
internet's
internet's
also
always slow.
ass. Wait. You're like away from home. How's your internet so bad?
I know. It's like maybe
You're
it's
having
me.
still.
I interfere with the internet.
Yeah. Do you have a face like a QR code and it just messes up the camera?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Welcome back. Hello. And we can't hear
No, I
you.
can't hear you.
Oh no, we are unable to hear you.
Put,
No, what a nightmare situation. This
put
whole.
the microphone.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Well, this is what we're gonna have to do because I
It's
can
good.
flip it to the side.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me try to put y'all here. I'm
Ozzy should
switching
have
everything.
a restaurant.
That like makes so much sense to me that okay, we just gotta keep rolling. I'm gonna keep talking. Okay.
Keep talking.
Um, that's one of the things that kind of made me like when she said oh, he was going through the phone. I was like,
I
yeah,
promise I'm not doing this on purpose.
I'm telling you, Stefan is taking you out. Stefan wants.
You don't see Ozzy either, and you've looked. I don't see having her blocked. I have no idea why I can't see her. It's so weird. Panda and Ozzy are both just like, I don't know who this other person is, but I can't see them. How weird. Do you not see over here in sorry, let me try to get my mouse. Oh, I can't show you. My setup isn't conducive to doing that.
Wants you removed.
we're being invaded.
This is so funny. Okay, hold on.
He's doing it from his office too.
There we go. I think I got it now. I don't know.
Okay.
There we go.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Solid.
What I was saying is like when she said that about going through the phone, I was like, this makes perfect sense.
No, he didn't bring Stefan up Bella. He was joking about Pow's internet going down. He's like, "Oh no, Stefan's taking her out." He was just making a joke about her internet being weird. See, Heather there says the entire downstairs of the house has cameras, including the pool room. Now, people get freaky in the pool, right? How did I pack the hat? Well, I drove, so I put it in the car. What if they can't see the just trickiness?
Sense because he's got all those cameras, and obviously he frames it as, oh, it's just for like security purposes.
Mm.
But like, you have no privacy in
So,
that house.
You don't. You don't. Even when we thought we did, like there were calls that I was having with her, and then he would come hovering around or like respond to me when nobody was fucking talking to him. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got to a point where my selling point for her to like leave the house was literally me going like, you don't remember what privacy feels like. And in my house, there's no gas, like you'll be able to chill. Like it was kind of that, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because I know how hard it is to always have to be on and like masking and like all of that. And that's what you have to do in the house all the time. And that is something that everybody that has lived there can tell you. That is like some days you don't feel like you want to be on live. Some days you don't feel like you want to be saying hi to new people or guests or like meet somebody new and all that. And there's no.
so Ozzy Panda says, the thing is, I see Ozzy's chats when a streamer highlights them on screen, but I can't see her in chat. I was wondering, or I was worried she hates me for some reason. That's so weird, you guys. Check in your, both of you check in your like blocked people and make sure maybe it didn't happen by accident. Only the downstairs bedroom and bathrooms don't have cameras. Mm. Do you think he has hidden cameras in those rooms that people don't know about?
excuse that you can give except to go like, I'm sick or something else is going on, because he wants you to perform for people.
Panda Ozzy says, Panda, I don't hate you. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. We've never even talked.
Basically,
Yeah,
and that gets to you.
I thought that Tremorhoffen had blocked me whenever they changed their name, and I didn't realize they had changed their name to something different for a little bit. Yeah, they're both on all chat. Kimmy, welcome in, Kimmy. We're way behind because I started late, but I saw you in the locale bus chat going after that Aiden person.
You.
it's like one thing with us coming on here, but we have control of our camera, we have control of our lighting and everything. I can't imagine what it would feel like knowing that there's cameras all around you,
Yeah.
catching you at every angle. Like you have,
Right,
I just couldn't
Ozzy?
imagine like just not having any privacy and that feeling of having to be on all the time would be so exhausting mentally.
Yeah.
It would just feel weird knowing that there are cameras in every room in the house that you can't even just like sit down and like scratch your ass without somebody possibly watching each other or watching. Sorry, I was reading reading Ilya's chat without somebody looking at you. Kimmy, Aiden had me real mad. I had to sign up for the free trial. I even commented, I'm like, Kimmy has a membership. I'm like, did she buy a membership? Heather says no, because if he did, we would see them on screen when he pulled them up on the cameras in his office. So he didn't have any like hidden that you wouldn't see. Mm.
It can get for sure, and I think that's something that Peachy and I have talked about a lot in the lives that we have. It didn't get to me because even though I spent a whole summer there, um, I did get to a point where I did tell him like, don't put me on live. I don't want to be seen. Like I did say those things, and he still broke my boundaries, of course. And I did scream at him in the middle of a live.
He doesn't understand consent. Hey, I'm going to be in your house hanging out, but I don't want to be on your TikTok lives. Please don't include me. He doesn't understand any kind of consent. Hellcat and Megan are up with Zio. Who are Hellcat and Megan? Are those two other ladies from the house? Hey, pal. Welcome in. We are just enjoying your time on the bus here. We're just getting into it. Um, because started late because I'm a gigantic nerd and I have D&D on Monday nights. So I got a late start streaming. Thank you for coming in.
Live, and there's still people to this day that remember that live because I screamed at him in his own house, and a lot of people were
Ooh.
like, she's so rude. She's speaking like that to him in his own. Yeah, well, I gave him a boundary and he still broke it, so I get to scream at him. So
Did he continue to break that boundary after that, POW, or did he stop?
sorry.
Now that's interesting because I've seen that comment before. When girls would come out and say, this is how I felt wronged or I felt uncomfortable. People would defend. Never, not even the first time they're hearing about who Stefan is. They won't know anything of the situation. They'll be like, well, it's his house. What do you expect? Like
Doesn't matter.
he's gonna do what he wants. Does it ever feel like, or have you seen people complain about being like guilted while living there, or being there, just staying or visiting? Has there been a lot of guilt tripping?
Yeah.
I think those are doe eyes. He did stuff because you embarrassed him. I think that's what you have to do with guys like him. You have to just go off on them and put them in their place, and then they get all defensive, like, oh, well, excuse me. And it's like, dude, we gave you a fucking boundary. Panda, I think we three have an understanding. Do we? Do we have an understanding? What about? Cece had said she didn't want the babies on lives, but he would still come put me and one of the babies on lives. Mm. He's just, men like him are just pieces of shit.
There's a lot of guilt tripping. I went through a lot of guilt tripping while I was there because he will come to you. First of all, again, we never were friends. So there was no reason for him to come to me and be like, woe is me, feel bad for me, because we were not close or anything. But he would still go as a person that was staying in his house for the summer with her boyfriend. He would come and go like, oh, Rita's having a house here in the house, and she will be charging these people to cover for the expenses, but she won't give me part of the money. Or he would be like, oh, this person is supposed to pay this amount of rent, but because they're not working, I'm talking about K-Bug, he would be like, I cannot believe that they're taking advantage of me. Everybody in the house is taking advantage of Stefan all the time. And that was something that he would constantly bring up to people like me. And as a visitor, what am I going to do? If we go out to dinner, my boyfriend would pay for him because thank you for letting us stay in your house. And since everybody's taking advantage of you, let me just like, I don't know, do you want me to get you?
Well, he feels entitled. He feels entitled to that because he does let you come over and hang out. But you're what, bringing your own alcohol, bringing your own food. I mean, yeah, sure, there's like upkeep and maintenance of the pool and stuff like that, but I mean, he's not like hosting, it sounds like, and like providing refreshments and food and all this. So he expects to have access to your body in addition to your bank account. And for what? Just existing there in his house? Because he has not much to say. He needs others to keep lives interesting. Yeah, he doesn't seem like that interesting of a guy. Hi, Cece. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope the babies are doing well. Hey, Sweet Street Justice. Welcome in.
Do something. If we would do a group order for food or something, he would never offer to pay anything. Never.
He's one of those.
I've
Ever.
heard that he's very stingy.
Yeah, he's extremely cheap. Extremely. We went to a buffet once, and he kept complaining about how expensive
Hi,
it was to
Corey.
go to Wicked. Is it Wicked Spoon, whatever, the one in the win? Yeah, no, he
So I assume Amber is in Zio's chat. Oh man, I don't want to. If I close this, I'm going to lose the chat. But I'm not. Damn it. I'm not really looking at the chat anyway at the moment. You got a migraine? I'm sorry, Cece. I hope it gets better. I'll try to not be loud. Who are you? I need Zio.
I've never publicly
You're not
revealed
Zio.
what one of my photorealistic drawings.
Love that.
My Fortnite setup's behind me.
Nerd.
I know.
Fortnite.
Not a nerd.
Two other people in here that play Fortnite.
We played the other day.
Yeah, we did play. Megan refuses to play.
Amberlyn is in here.
I
Hello,
can't.
Z.
I've done too much of it.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if you ever play Guitar Hero, but they have a version
I doubt
on
she's
there
going
called
to say
Festival.
anything
That's the
interesting.
closest to Guitar Hero I'll ever get. So good. It's so fun. I love it.
Just can't.
And you can sing in there now. I don't know if anybody be singing, but it's kind of fun.
I had somebody hack
Dude,
my.
it is sweaty this season. It's so annoying.
It is.
Like I
I've
can't catch a break.
actually have almost broken my controller over it.
Okay, sorry. I need to go back over here. Somebody asked who is the person in the top left. She is beautiful. Well, the beautiful lady here on the top left is Pal, who is also Bori Curves there in the chat. That is the wrong mouse. Most of the people in that chat with Zio were anti-Stefan. Really? So this is Jordan, Hellcat, Megan, Alex, and Pay. Interesting, pal. Anti-Satan? That's pretty close. Hey, Lizzie.
Complaining about how expensive it was to go to Wicked. Is it Wicked Spoon, whatever, the one in the win? Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry. I had the TikTok muted, Mina, because I came back over here.
He's extremely cheap, but he also kind of guilt trips you into, well, you have to contribute in some way in the house.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was going to say, is his TikTok monetized? Because he has these people in his house, living in his house. He's using everybody for content. So he's making money, I think, possibly, off of the videos that he uploads for TikTok, or I think he has a YouTube channel as well that he uploads to. But then it's like, okay, well, if you come into his house, he could have something where he's like, okay, if you're going to come in here and hang out, then we need to discuss if you're going to be in any of the videos, because that's what we do here. And like Powell said no. So he needs to be like, okay, well then at this time, people that don't want to be in videos need to leave the house by this time, because after that we're going to be filming everybody. You know, he should have had specific things set up in place. But I think the ladies, weren't some of the ladies also making their own content? Bella, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. And Secret Squirrel, I don't know if you're here anymore. You gifted like 25 or 30 memberships earlier. You guys are too sweet. You don't need to do that. I appreciate all of you so, so much. Did we catch any lurkers? See, Ozzy says, but the ladies also said he was basically getting expensive content or getting to watch some stuff that is usually pretty expensive to get. Did they? Oh, excuse me.
And that's kind of how it goes, yeah.
Put it on.
But
My roommate came by and was asking me questions. And he's like, he's kind of like Stefan, but for me. But there's no sex.
oh,
I
Shelly.
promise.
well,
Well,
You can never say never.
well, true. But he's my father-in-law.
He says he doesn't make squat off TikTok lives, but I don't believe it. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does make money off of them because people are in there donating, right? Especially if he has some of the girls in his videos.
Almost. So, anyways, the guilt thing.
Yeah.
You said people would like buy food if they were making an order out, or pay for his bill. I was curious about this because another thing that was concerned, people had said like, oh, K-Bug is on payroll. Like people are getting paid out by
I know.
Stefan. I feel like it seems more likely, and I don't know, right? I don't know. And I'll probably have to ask Stefan directly to his face. Does he make money off of this whole thing?
In some ways, he does.
Okay, Ozzy.
It's more like, I know he told you guys something, but you gotta realize that he's very technical with his words. So technically he's telling the truth, but he's not, because him saying there is no money exchange, like there's no money that exchanges hands here. It's not the same as saying when Paola came here, I did offer her to like help her with getting on these spicy sites and everything, so she could work on my paradise site that I had, so she and other people could make content and like give me part because you're using my house. It's only fair that you give me something because you're using my house for the content, right? Like he doesn't tell you there would be people that would do like a session or something, like a fetish session in the house, and they would have to pay him for using the house. And there would be people that moved into the house that are S workers, and because they make money out of they make good money. Yeah, he would be like, okay, well, your rent is gonna be this amount, and like he does charge some of the girls that have left.
I could, yeah. Wow, words. I am very tired. It sounds like he's using it very literally. No money physically exchanged from my physical hand to your physical hand. But it's being digitally exchanged. Um, so it's like I could understand being like, okay, you're going to be making your content here or doing your work here. There's going to be a location fee, possibly. He could possibly charge for, like $50. I don't know. I could understand somebody doing that, like, hey, you're using my home to make your content, then there's going to be a little bit of a fee associated with that. But if they're living there and you're charging rent, that should be sufficient. What's for dinner, Cashew? Cece says if all these women are on the payroll, then he's not reporting it to the IRS. So he's just a venue to use and abuse that, boost that power. It sounds like it. And Cashew says Pow is so pretty, and the room she is in is so cool. Yeah, I like her room. I like her computer. I have a gaming PC. I really like her PC. Should I go stare at my roomie from the porch door? I don't think she knows I'm home. It's funny.
Left there, they did pay rent, which I'm not looking down on because like roommates, whatever, like we've, a lot of people have had them. But the difference is that he kind of wanted to create like a content house of sorts without
like.
making it that, because on TikTok he was promoting a safe space, family friendly, come over, young people, we're good. You know what I mean? Like that's our problem, and a big problem that I've had with him is that I've known his intentions because he's told me his intentions when I was there. But then he will go on TikTok and promote it as a safe space.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
Okay.
He's also
go ahead.
maybe not benefiting financially. Okay, if we took that off the table, he's still benefiting from having all these women at his house, making all this content because he's still getting views, clicks, likes, follows.
Yeah.
So he's getting clout and recognition in some way. When I see a lot of the I noticed that he doesn't really tag a lot of the women either.
He doesn't.
On his accounts.
He doesn't like he does. First of all, he has a very hard time giving credit to anybody else on anything, even though the people are there for a community, and most people go there even though they think he's kind of weird. They still go to the house because of the girls and everything. He still will go out there and act like none of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Like even to a point, my friendship with Cass, he literally was like, "You wouldn't be friends with Cass if it wasn't for me." And I was like, "Dude, Cass and I talked, and I followed her way before I ever saw you. I actually saw you because of her. You know what I mean?" So even things like that, he was still trying to take credit. So when he posts content, he will not tag it. And I'll tell you now why he doesn't do it nowadays is because a lot of the viral content that he still posts to this day is with people that accused him of sexual misconduct, is with people that don't want to be associated with him, is with people that was in a lawsuit with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, those are people that he can't tag. And those are his most viral TikToks and content.
So he charges some people rent. He kind of incentivizes like, well, come work on my show and do my thing. He doesn't want to give them credit. This guy's kind of like Keemstar, but like in Vegas. No, this is like it's kind of very similar. No, am I wrong? It's like working in the LCU.
Well, as long as he's not trying to like.
It's like Keemstar, except he wants the fat people.
That's what all of you.
No,
I guess
not all of us. Although
Foxy.
Foxy.
Well, as long as he's not trying to like. That's what all of you.
No,
I guess
not all of us. Although Foxy.
Well, then you're good.
Foxy says that she's like this close to pegging Keemstar, so maybe.
Nice.
Hey,
I would pay to watch that.
It's Pride Month, you know. I'll full support. We love
you are for your pride.
If she does that, I need an expose and a tell-all.
I need it filmed at Paradise so that every room has the cameras and audio recording, you know, so we can put
it
together.
Gosh. He has a boom boom room and a dungeon that he created next to his bedroom. These are names that he gave them to the rooms, by the way.
The boom boom room?
The boom boom room was the room that was next to the pool.
The boom boom room. The boom boom room.
Is
that nobody really stayed there, so that was the room that everybody fucked in. And then he created a dungeon that was like, you can only get there unless you go through the ballroom, which nobody did, or you go through his bedroom. And that was the content room, basically.
Oh my god. I just got a DM.
Has he not told you about the boom boom room?
I've not heard about the boom boom room.
See, I thought the dungeon is like a BDSM, a BDSM room, but I guess it was just the room that people filmed in.
Can't believe it.
I can't believe it. House tour from him. I did see the dungeon. I saw the ballroom. I did not see the boom boom room.
Yeah, it's the one that's like next to the bathroom in the pool, like right there. The one that's like kind of like downstairs.
Maybe you did see it.
Now that I'm thinking, I don't think he showed any bedrooms downstairs.
Interesting.
Maybe it was being occupied.
Is Fupa at Paradise? Where are you, Fupa? Did he do like a house tour on video or something? Because how else would Fupa know where these places are in the house? Reeves is dynamite.
Wait,
Well,
is there cameras in the boom boom room?
So, according to no, apparently no. I feel like if there were cameras in the boom boom room, I feel like we would have all heard about the blackmail from the boom boom room already. I know that there's no cameras in his bedroom because he regrets not having cameras there. Because when I screamed at him the first time very badly, it was in his bedroom. So I know there's no cameras there. Every
Have I seen him run? Oh, Nikki, you think she is? I think he did a video tour, I believe, in their Discord. He's been there nightly. He did a house tour? Okay. Boom boom room.
everywhere else, it's more like the common areas in the pool, in the office, in the kitchen, living room area. Like that's where I know for a fact there are cameras. I don't know if there's hidden cameras. I cannot say that.
Fupa, do me a favor.
Hmm.
You're in the boom boom room right now. We all know you're at Paradise.
Yeah.
Can you please look
Correct.
around for cameras? I don't know if you know this. This is not Fupa's normal location. We have no idea where she's at. She's just in some new room, and she's being.
You know, I think I see something that looks suspicious in the vent.
Oh, somebody told me, like, I'm here, guys, but I did get a message of somebody said that he has a camera that faces his bed in his room. I guess maybe that's new. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, they said she was traveling yesterday, and obviously she's in a different location for this video. So Stefan maybe put up a camera.
He
Okay.
did show
Somebody
his
just
room.
messaged me that.
What'd you say, Fupa?
I don't remember seeing a camera. He did show his room when he did the house tour.
Oh my god.
And
So I stopped calling it a mansion. For Vegas, that's just a big house.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
It's
mansion.
not. It's not a mansion.
I heard a lot of people call it a mansion.
I know, but
I don't want to
it's not
say
really.
I don't know exactly where it's at, but I've seen the outside, and I can probably guess the neighborhood because I grew up in Vegas. Those are just houses, dog. I think my dad's house is as big as that guy's house.
You could see the orb in Vegas from his house.
Oh, then I know exactly where it's at. I used to work down there.
Yep.
The Sphere is what they call it.
Yeah.
Look, God, so this guy has probably like a bunch of people's sex tapes. He probably keeps their DNA, maybe allegedly, from like the.
I know he has mine because
No, Fupa is not home. Fupa is away. She's not home.
when I said when I started speaking up against him on live, he told me that he would post that video, but TikTok would take it down, and that's why he didn't do it. But he did literally threaten me with that on live, just so I would stop talking about him. And these are things that he says on live with his fans, and I just don't understand why people still stand there and go like, "These
sex tapes." Look, God, so this guy has probably like a bunch of people's sex tapes. He probably keeps their DNA, maybe allegedly, from like the.
I know he has mine because when I said when I started speaking up against him on live, he told me that he would post that video, but TikTok would take it down, and that's why he didn't do it. But he did literally threaten me with that on live, just so I would stop talking about him. And
Yeah, of course, blackmail. He's using it all for fucking blackmail to cover his ass. See, Ivy says the BDSM room is a storage room next to an upstairs ballroom with no ventilation and a roof access ladder. So that's the dungeon that's used for filming. It's storage.
these are things that he says on live with his fans, and
Look at Tech and Fupa's face. They're both like, oh no.
I just don't understand why people still stand there and go like, these girls are lying. When it's like, you saw him trying to silence me. I just happen not to care because I'm an adult content creator. There's worse thing about me out there. You know what I mean? So I don't care. But a person that is not in my position would probably go.
I have made the mistake, pal, of going to your Twitter page on accident, and I scrolled and I was traumatized. I'm like, oh. I'm like, that was a mistake.
go like, let me just shut the fuck up before he posts my shit. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that I know that are like that.
Right.
Wait, he
Obviously, there's a lot of people that they don't want their, sexual dealings to be
Yeah.
public.
There's a lot of people that could lose their jobs for a controversy online like this one.
Right.
There's a lot of people that they just don't feel confident with being naked out there in the internet. Like there's so many reasons why people just don't go after him. It's because this harassment is insane, and it goes on for years and years and years. Here I am since I started speaking up about him since 2022. And to this day, he still tried to slut shame me everywhere. And I'm here like, I literally do corn, guys. Like, how can you try to use that?
Yep, she does. I've seen it. Oh, mistakes were made by me. I did not love it, Nikki. There was way too much penis for my taste. Nikki. If she'd had a couple of girls with her, maybe I would have followed. But no. No.
That when you know that that's literally
It's just called that. Stars Glow. It's just called the ballroom. Scar. Did you really say that? No, no. I was like, ah! and I clicked off.
literally my profession. Like,
Here's
If you want to find out, go follow Paola on Twitter. You can see for yourself. Hey Scar, how you doing, hon? Uh, Scar, I have something funny for you. Somebody messaged me earlier today and said, "You didn't tell me Scar was hot." So you have a new follower on your channel that thinks you're hot. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't usually go around just telling people you should watch Scar, she's hot. But it was it was funny. It made me laugh a lot.
what I don't understand when guys try and do that. It's like they wanted you and they knew you were like very promiscuous or very into this stuff, but then when you have a falling out, then you're a whore and you're a slut.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's like Stefan. She does corn. Do you think she's gonna care if you release a Smex tape? She's not gonna care. Scar is hot, I agree. But I just didn't tell the person that Scar was a hottie.
And you got to think about why is that? It's like he wants people around him that he can get him in things that then he can shame them if anything changes with him. And
Yeah.
it comes back to him like controlling and like manipulating and all that stuff, because it's like, if you really are supportive of your friends that are S workers in your house, which I know that Audrey is, I know that, you know what I mean? Like, I know they have their own page.
Working on horrible editing thanks to the wise words of Nikki. Thank you for calling me a hottie. You are a hottie.
Comes back to him like controlling and like manipulating and all that stuff, because it's like, if you really are supportive of your
It
friends
is.
that are S
It is
workers in your
stressful.
house, which I know that Audrey is, I know that, you know what I mean? Like, I know they have their own pages and everything. Why, in the same breath that you are supporting your friends in your house that do this, you are trying to shame me for it? Because I spoke up against you?
Misogyny.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still locked. I'm like,
Absolutely, Nikki, covering that video that gave out all kinds of bad information. Revenge corn is revenge corn. What Twitter page, Jessica?
stun locked on the idea that he said he would release your sex tape. That still has. I'm fucking.
Yeah, no, he did that on TikTok Live. He did that on TikTok Live. And I had to look. This is the thing. I'm not like Stefan that I keep like everything saved and all that. This was in 2022. And I someone sent me the clip. That's like That's why I know he was saying it, and I went on his live because I'm the kind of person that when he says my name, I show up on his live and I go like, "What's up?" And when he said,
Paola is not afraid of his shit. She's just gonna go and be like, listen, dude, you got something to say? Paola's not gonna put up with your shit. Did Foxy come back? She hasn't come back yet, no.
that again, because he was the reason why he said this, by the way, it wasn't like I wasn't talking about anything grave. I was trolling on TikTok and I was talking about how dirty his pool is.
What's Nikki calling you out on, Scar? Is anyone going to mention the Twitter page, Paola's? I was. Oh, I don't want Libby to be alone in what she saw. Yeah, I missed part of today's stream of Scars because I was working and I couldn't watch and listen for very much of it, but I caught enough of it. I'm gonna have to re-listen.
That's all I was saying. I was talking about how the pool was dirty, about how he doesn't have someone that do pool maintenance, that he just go on and throws a bunch of chlorine in the pool even when people are there. That he fucked up my contacts one time. So like I was talking shit about that about the pool. And then he goes on TikTok live talking about like you're slandering my pool or you're like saying all these lies about my pool. And by the way,
The people getting nasty in the pool. You need to keep it clean. People are gonna get pink eye.
hey, if you think the pool is dirty, why were you in my pool? Fucking people. I have a video of you fucking people, blah, blah, and he went off that line.
Chat, did I not fucking say just the other day I wanted to get a fucking sample of the pool water and test it? And she basically confirming there's probably shit growing in there.
Like I was just talking shit about the pool, and he literally threatened me with posting a video of me of having sex with someone in the pool. Like,
Oh, Nikki, you mentioned that you don't like people showing Rosie's life, showing her ex willy-nilly. Not a call out to Scar.
I'm still alive. Oh my god. He potentially
for
has
what?
like he potentially has the opportunity to, because assuming that a lot of these people that make the adult content don't really want it sent out unless it's stuff that they've recorded themselves, to use shit against them, right? Because they're probably gonna, if they're doing stuff at the house, they might do it in
Yeah.
the living room or by the pool or so on. It just comes off as creepy. We did the poll in our chat to see what people think. I think it was 63% of people think Stefan's a bad guy, which I thought the number would be higher.
Well, but
I
it
think it
is.
should be too, but at this point, I feel like there's a lot of people that are like,
Well, it is the locale audience.
they find this entertaining. They don't see the consequences of all that it's happened with all this. So I feel like they definitely go like, oh well, you know, like it is kind of weird and whatever. I get why not
And Scar coming in with the Paola is friggin' gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
everybody takes it seriously. I feel like they need to definitely wait to look at the doc for the most serious stuff because that's not my story and that's not mine to tell, and I'm definitely not putting it out there. But I will tell you that there's situations with the mother of his kids and other friends of mine that are serious things that should have never happened, and that's what we're keeping to ourselves. I'm literally here because he keeps bringing up things that are sensitive, but that I feel like it just needs to be stopped. You know what I mean? Because it's just him running his mouth all day.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that it's, as much as I don't think the locale universe is the place for this story to be told, I'm glad that Pal has gone up and tried to correct the narrative that they've allowed Stefan to spew, because Stefan knows that everybody involved in that documentary is under an NDA. But Pao is able to come up and talk about things that aren't related to I guess what she talks about in the documentary, and is able to hopefully, maybe dispute a little bit of what Stefan has been spewing, because Stefan and his supporters have been the only ones up here trying to get ahead of the documentary. Stefan doesn't know what's going to be said in that documentary, but he's sweating and he's trying to get ahead of the narrative and trying to control it, because I think he knows what's going to come out, even though he doesn't know. You know what I mean? He knows, but he doesn't know. He suspects they're going to be talking about all of these allegations. So he's just trying to get ahead of it. Right? If he didn't go up in the first place, no one would have had to defend themselves. But he's trying to defend himself preemptively, just to try to get ahead and to try to discredit everybody that's come out saying things about him.
Every day. And he does this, like, he's with you this week, right? But he's been doing this for years on his platform every single day. And we're just fucking tired.
Yeah, he even goes up on his own TikTok and spews shit.
So we got some money.
9 cents. This lady literally has so little experience at this guy's house, just seems like a bunch of hearsay from people. Hosts need to do better at finding witnesses of the allegations. Seems like a bunch of grown high schoolers.
I have my own allegations. Like, she doesn't know about my own allegations. Like, that's
Paola probably can't talk about her allegations because they're probably brought up in the documentary. And we're not going to know what she saw. And it's just people don't understand what they can and can't talk about until after the documentary comes out.
that's the thing. Like, these people are talking out of their asses. That person, Stacey's mom, doesn't know me, was not there when I was there. And I said it, like, I was there for months, that I was going multiple times to the house. I spent a whole summer there. And I was also friends with his damn partner. You need to understand that there's a lot of fucking things that happened and information that I had that I got from his own partner. And
Can we hear one of the allegations from your side?
well, for me
No.
personally, right? Like,
Yeah.
he will bring this up, and the first thing he will say is, she was just here. What was it that he said the other day? She was just here to bounce on this stick and cheat on her boyfriend or some shit. He tried to minimize it too.
That's what he said. Yeah.
And yeah, so my situation with that what he's referring to is this. Initially, when I got involved with Stefan, I did very, very outspokenly consent to things, right?
Yeah.
Then I came afterwards on another trip where I was with my boyfriend. And I did tell him, because I already kind of wasn't feeling it. I already kind of didn't want to get involved with him. I was definitely very distant from him because my boyfriend was around, or so he thought, I guess. But I really just didn't want to get involved with him. So he thought, if the boyfriend is around, she's not going to do anything. Right? So there's this one night, that was the last time that I've been with him. There was one night that I am by myself because my boyfriend went to sleep. I'm in the pool, I'm swimming, I'm just chilling. And he goes and sees me from the office, by the way. He wasn't even hanging out with me or nothing. He was watching me from the office, and he jumped in the pool and he's tried, like, just doing stuff. I kept telling.
That's not. Oh, dude. Would we have heard about the documentary if Roz didn't run her mouth about the trailer? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure some of us would have, and we would have brought it up. Some of us have been keeping an eye on Paradise for a little while. Nikki has been for a while. I have for a few months, for a little bit. We would have heard about it.
Telling him, like, I don't know, like, my boyfriend's upstairs, like, he's sleeping, all that stuff. Like, I'm trying to be nice to this guy and letting him know I have no interest.
Right.
But he kept going and going, and I got to a point where I was like, whatever. And I did hook up with him on that last time. And after that, I made sure to let him know this will never happen again, right? But those are the kind of things that he just doesn't understand.
So it sounds like Pao gave Stefan a pity fuck. It sounds like it was just a pity fuck. Yes, I'm at every size as well. I just mean those of us that cover Raws. So, yeah. He doesn't understand consent and the people that how could a woman possibly not want to be with him? It's almost like he's attracted to bigger women and almost feels like they should be grateful that he's interested in them. That you should be grateful that he wants to have sex with you. That's almost how it comes across, that you should feel like, oh my God, this guy wants to sleep with me. Yes. Because so many bigger women go through life feeling undesired. And I guess Stefan makes them feel desired in some way. And he feels like they should be grateful for that, in my opinion. You never heard of it before?
And when people are like not really giving you the consent. And for that one, I put it on myself. I took responsibility and I said, well, I wasn't really like out loud outspoken and like telling him no, 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 no. And like, it's not because of my boyfriend. I just don't like you. You know what I mean? But it's that kind of situation that you would say, hey, if he would only ask instead of just jump.
I think it's more like expected for him allowing you in his house. That too. I think it's a combination of all these things, that he's allowing you to come to his house. He's marketed it this it he's marketed it as this safe space for BBW women to come and be themselves and feel desired and all these things. And so you should be grateful that he finds you attractive. He's given you this space. He's allowed you into his home. Therefore, he feels entitled to you and your body. And absolutely, I agree, Ivy. He doesn't see women as women. He sees them as objects just there for his pleasure. Mhm. I agree, Ivy.
And try to start doing shit, perhaps I would have had the chance to tell him no without making it super fucking weird. You know?
Yeah, and this might be a weird question, but this is one that we got before. And again, feel free if you don't like it, you don't have to respond to it.
Yeah.
Is he good in bed? Is it worth it?
I've heard no. But I mean, why are we asking this? But I've heard no. Somebody in chat the other night said that he couldn't get her to the finish line. I don't recall who that was, and I don't want to say the wrong name. Ooh, it was for dinner, Heather. I need to figure out what I want for dinner tomorrow night. I had leftover Thai food, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
we need to, we need to, we need to clip that. Was he good in bed? No.
Okay,
He's
because
not. It's very. It's like it's kind of mediocre. Like one of the days
It was you. I thought it was you, Ivy, but I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say it, but I thought it was you.
that he got very offended was because we were talking about how he is in bed, and like we were talking about the fact that he makes like this baby deer noise. This is what. Hey, that's not more.
Mm. Mm. He makes this baby deer noise. She did not just say that.
It's very. It's like it's kind of mediocre. Like one of the days that he got very offended was because we were talking about how he is in bed, and like we were talking about the fact that he makes like this baby deer noise. This is what. Hey, that's not my words. Okay, like this is something that somebody else said, and we all agreed in the chat. It was not me. Okay, like hey, no. They started
What kind of noise is a baby deer noise? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what a I don't know what a baby deer noise is. Sweet Street Justice Stefan. That's the downfall of being with men. You get a good one, you gotta hang on to him. Yeah, baby deer, poor baby deer. Oh my God. Ivy, can you confirm or not confirm? Sweet Street Justice. I'm trying to remember. You weren't at Paradise, were you? No, you're a guy. Never mind. I mean, you could have been there. I don't know what a baby deer sounds like. And don't forget the full body floppy fish. Oh my god.
saying that, and I was like, oh shit, you're right. And then we started like, because he slept with all these women, we all started like comparing notes basically, and we started going like, oh,
You came back. You came back at the right you came back at the right time, Paula. I'm just trying to I'm trying I'm trying to figure out what noise a baby deer makes. I don't I don't know what sound a baby deer makes. Um uh, baby deer noise. It wasn't you who said it first. It was you, Ivy. Oh god, the rooms, the rooms next to me are gonna fucking hate me. But in German accent. Oh god. Oh my god, Ivy, Ivy, I love you so much for that description. That's fucking hilarious. Oh god. Oh god. I have earbuds in, but but they're gonna hear me laughing with the floppy fish going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you send me, Dessa? It's on my other computer, so I can't hear it. I'll have to. Oh my god. Baby deer bleeding. Let me see. Oh, what was that? I missed whatever that was. Oh my god. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Good night, Maggie. Sleep well, love. His ex-girlfriend called him Fawn instead of Stefan too, and he had no idea we had the baby deer joke. Oh my god, Heather. Uh, Full body floppy fish. Oh my god. You ladies are too much. I love it. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh, you remember that he like very adamantly wants you to play with his nipples when he's like, and I'm like, oh my god, yes. And we started talking about that. And it's just like trying to like make a situation light, right? Because we all fucking were intimate with him. And he got so offended and mad about this. And I'm just like, why would you get offended and mad about that when you're constantly telling like private business to people online about
Absolutely. He deserves it. I love this pal. I love it. He deserves it.
everybody else, you know? How many times has he told y'all that I went there and hooked up with a bunch of Tinder guys? How many times has he mentioned it?
Every single time
Yeah,
that your
that's
name
what
comes
I
up.
was saying.
Exactly. And what do? I say, yes, I hooked up with like 7 guys in his house because it was the last time that I was in the house. It was my best friend wanted to have a blowout leaving paradise, and my other friend with us also had her birthday, and they were the ones that got on Tinder. They took a picture of the 3 of us and they put it on Tinder. I just went along with it because I'm a very openly sexual person. So I didn't have a problem with that, but I'm not ashamed of that. I guess he's ashamed of him making baby deer noises when he comes. That's not my fucking problem. Then maybe don't talk about me.
I'm glad I'm glad that helped you, Amber Ramblin. That was pretty fucking funny. Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. But what was it? He told the locale boss that he's only slept with 10 women at the house. It's like triple that.
I wouldn't be saying this if he wasn't
I know, a blowout.
here. I'm sorry.
Can we?
This is exclusive tea.
This is.
I'm sorry. It's just like
No, you're good.
No.
it's timing though.
It's
Like
fair.
it's like, how are you throwing stones when you know you can't take it?
Yeah.
He does it, but he cannot take it ever.
The chat wants to
Is he
know.
like
Can you show us what a
a one
deer
and
sound
done?
is?
Is he like a one and done or a multiple rounds or?
It's whatever one and done. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
Yeah.
What is a deer sound? Because I don't know what a deer sounds like.
This is not
Are you going to demonstrate it for us? Are you going to demonstrate it, Paola?
my creation. I did not start this.
I'm a city boy, so I don't.
I just agreed with it. That's it.
Fuba, can we
And
get?
this is the thing, like here he will go like, oh, Pal so vulgar and talking about my private stuff and blah blah. And it's like it's crazy that he would care about some details
Paola's like, I did not start this. Oh my god.
like this more than he cares about talking about somebody's attempt on their life. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy to me. But
I think
if this is where we gotta go, we go here, babe.
you should YouTube it and play it for the chat so we can all hear
Mm.
what deer
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
like.
Fuba, can you just give me your best attempt at what you think a deer sounds like?
I don't know. I think they don't
It's
really
like a
make
baby deer. It's like a baby deer. It's not even like a full grown one.
an airy noise. It's not like a huff. It's not like a noise really. It's like a breathing noise or
It's like a
something.
bleat.
Well, let's see.
Your face, Pal, is
You ready?
hilarious.
You can click on
Oh,
watch
and
stream.
his nickname is Fawn, so it's very fitting too.
Girl, no way. Wake it up. All right.
Oh,
I'm not responsible for this.
oh, your baby deer. I did not know that. What the fuck is that?
What the what the fuck was what the fuck was on text and videos? Oh my god.
That? Not the Michael Jackson.
Oh, the next video that was gonna autoplay.
But speaking of baby deer, I saw a baby deer in my yard just the other day.
Oh, they're so cute.
Wait, you saw a baby deer in your yard.
You said
You're
that
traveling. You're not
Lisa.
at home. Stefan sounds like a baby deer. You're at paradise. Just
It's
tell
something-
us.
Fine.
Just admit to us. You're in an exclusive interview right now. I
Somebody said there's no way he sounds like that. Say psych. I'm not saying psych because we all. If it was just me, but no, it was a whole group of people that went like.
I wonder if Fupa is at paradise. I'm wondering if she's there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's the noise. Someone in the chat said my spirit animal is a deer and now it's ruined.
So sorry.
Wait.
So sorry for learning
wait.
that.
Stefan, but like fawn, like the deer.
No, that's his nickname, Fawn. Like FAWN. Yeah, that's his nickname.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
How fitting.
Okay. Tomorrow we come dress up as deer.
No, bitch. No, we're gonna get.
I need to do an edit and replace Stefan speaking with the baby deer noises.
Making accusations that we're part of the orgy party.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You don't want that.
They won't be able to
Orgy.
identify which one is the fawn.
It was a fat camp.
Oh yeah, the orgy fat camp was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Super chatted $49.99
Thank for the $50.
at
That's
2:11
scary.
a.m. Stefan is knocking on the door. He wants Sin. You recognize the voice, but something is off. Are you prepared for this situation with a 12-gauge shotgun, an M4 flashbang, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and a 1,000 kilograms block of solid uranium-235?
That's scary. Thank you so much for the super chat.
What the fuck was that? Great, the G word is just demonetized. No, I think she might be there just for um like an interview maybe or something.
There was not a tank involved, but I'm glad that we had the uranium-235.
Gosh.
Well, we have, 12-gauge shotguns are very common.
Yeah, everyone has one.
Oh gosh.
I'm a big fan of That Scary. Look, I'm curious to hear. Do you think he would share one of his sex tapes with us?
No.
Huh. I don't know. He seems to be very much like willing to
isn't
give
any of
out
his
what makes
words.
other people look bad, but not himself.
She could be in a hotel. She could be in a hotel there in Vegas, and then she's gonna go to the house.
I feel like I don't think he wants y'all to see that.
Does he have any solo?
Yeah, is there solo content
Solo
online?
stuff? No. He will be like a stunt dick for some girls and stuff in their pages, but he won't do solo content. He knows that nobody would buy it, to be honest.
Well,
No.
He's not a market.
for this, I'd buy a full fucking month subscription premium. I might go hunting this summer, and I would love to have some baby deer noises to attract the the hunting options. You never know.
The hunting options, yeah.
The hunting options. Yeah, can we? I want to know if we can confirm the sound. That's
Okay,
I mean-
members only, we will be reviewing the sex tapes.
okay. It's solid. So, Fawn, let us know if you're willing to share a video of you fucking with me. Not fucking me.
Oh, please no. Please no.
But where you are fucking, but share it with me.
I think Tech likes me now. I think so too, Val. I think so. Well, Tech is bisexual, he said.
I don't want to be part of the fucking. Confirm.
Mm,
No fucking.
Me.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
do you
Sure.
have any of the questions that Foxy had
Nope.
while we were?
Foxy wrote down all the questions and she has disappeared.
And then she had to go.
Well, I know one of the questions was, is there anything you personally want to make sure the audience knows or the public has information on?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me it would be like, for all these years since like 2021, 2022, he's always said that he has all this evidence on people and on all of us, and like he will prove like everything, right? That's being accused of and all that. But the reality is that the only proof that he considers to be proof for him is like trying to damage the character of the people that are speaking up against him. It's not really any proof of innocence of his. You got to remember that he had a moment to show his evidence.
Did Foxy ever come back, pal?
Be able to go to court, and because he couldn't, they had to throw out the case. Like, you need to remember that. Like, when he had a chance and he said he had it, he didn't do it. When we were on TikTok and our Karen went for him, and he had like, I'm going to do a live where I'm going to show all the proof, and like he did a whole thing at this time, this day, I'm going to show the proof. He went on that live and he was like, I decided I'm not going to do it. He always does this because he wants to string everybody along on like, no, please trust me, I have it. And he will expect you to never actually ask for it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I have proof of things I'm saying. But because I'm not a piece of shit, I am not trying to put it out there because I don't want certain things to be out in the open that way.
Are you going to go back so you can talk to Foxy and get Foxy's questions?
And you just got to think about that. Like, whenever he says I have proof of something, it literally is him trying to make somebody else look bad or trying to make somebody else look like a slut or trying to, like, it's always that instead of just proving what he's being accused.
That's all he does. Even whenever he was here on the local bus, whenever Kimmy was on there, he tried to discredit Kimmy by bringing up the CNC stuff because he didn't have anything against her. So he just tries to discredit the people by bringing up something completely non-relevant to what's going on.
Stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's been years, and he always tells me, show me the proof, but he never does. So we're in the same situation, I guess. The only difference is that he's one man that has all these people talking about him, even though we're people that we were not friends. We don't organize. We don't do none of that. Some of us did a documentary. We don't even know what the other person said. Like, we literally just have shared our stories. and he is still trying to just go after us personally to try to fuck up our character or whatever.
We have someone in the chat saying he has posted me completely naked on TikTok as evidence to his
Yes.
210,000 followers. That's from
Yes.
Pork Chop.
That is
Yeah. I'm forgetting her real name, but yeah, she mentioned that. You think you're good? I gave them enough material, and then they asked me to host one of their shows. The questions Foxy has was something similar to what Tech said, so you're okay. Gotcha. They asked you to come be part of the locale universe. Don't do it. Don't do it, pal.
is Pork Chop. That is Alex.
Alex.
She accused him of you know, I cannot even say the word here, but of sexual misconduct, right? She accused him of that.
Right. That was the one his first night on the locale bus where he kept showing the text messages where she had said she wanted to sleep with him and she sent messages being like, "Oh, are you in your room? I want to cuddle and this and this." And but um it doesn't mean that whenever you did whatever you did, she had given consent. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she has to say in the documentary.
And she went even on, she was one of the people that was in the lawsuit. And she said this in the court documents is there. Her accusation is there.
Mm-hmm.
She was willing to go under oath and say these things. You know what I mean? And what he did instead was call her an alcoholic, try to put everyone against her. By the way, when I went to this house the first time, Pork Chop was there and we didn't get to connect. But I do remember that I sticked with him at some point, with her at some point, because everybody else kind of left her. There was like this very like bullying behavior from other people in the house that they were like letting her know that they didn't want her there. They didn't want.
But I thought this was an environment where everybody was welcome, Stefan. I thought this was an open environment where everybody was welcome to feel free to be themselves and be accepted. But you're having girls shunning other women in the house? He posted her naked on TikTok to mess with her after the allegations. He's such a dick. He's just trying to intimidate. That's all he does.
To hang out with her. And I remember they went to the Vegas sign to take photos or videos or whatever because they were thinking about having a show. By the way, since I've been in that house, they've always been.
Yeah, Heather, I think, or sorry, Aunt Heather, I read the wrong name. Starslow. He 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 took advantage of somebody in a vulnerable position, and he took that as consent when it wasn't, to do whatever he wanted.
Been trying to have a TV
Reality show or something, yeah.
Yeah. So when I was there, they were going to have a TV show or something. They were like talking to some people and they went to do this content in the Vegas sign and they didn't tell her. And you could see in the house like the secrecy and like, hey, we're going to head out. And they left her out and she stayed in the house. And because I was brand new and the only reason why I was there was because I couldn't find a fucking Uber. It was when Vegas opened up and there was almost barely Ubers. And I stayed with her and I hung out with her. And I was like, what is happening here? Like, this is not the friendly community that I thought it was. There's a lot of like weird behavior here. And that was like one of my first times in the house. But then he said, the proof that I'm going to put out there, I'm going to show you all. And it was her changing clothes and being naked in the house. Like,
I don't get it.
It's to silence people because he thinks that.
How is her changing clothes proof of anything? It means she changes clothes, and you're a dick for posting that on TikTok.
That's humiliating enough to stop people from going after him. He has threatened people with posting videos of them losing their shit in the house and arguing after months and months of going through shit in the house. He's used those things. And it gets to a point where it's like there has to be somebody that doesn't give a fuck about what he has on them to say it out loud. Because I don't care that he has sex tapes on me. I got 300 something on my OF. I'm okay. But my friends are not. My friends are not able to do that. Not all of them are able to be in this position that I am right now. And that's why I'm here. Because like, you know, I could have literally moved on and ignored all this because at first he didn't think about me because I was just friends with Cass. I wasn't his friend.
Oh, yeah. While you were gone, pal, we discussed how I made the mistake of going to your Twitter page and scrolling. And I'm now traumatized.
I didn't go after him publicly. I would have been fine leaving. But the reason why I started talking is because I saw him going after he started revealing a lot of private stuff about my friend Cass back then that she hated, by the way, when she was living with me. And he also went after the mom of his kids. to try to silence her because they had a court situation coming up, and he was threatening her with video in the house. And I said, I don't care. I can take on this.
Night, Empress. Sleep well. I hope the chickens are okay. And I'm sorry you're having a rough time with your mental health. You know, we're all here for you, and we all love you, Empress. So I hope you're okay. Yep. Yep, that's what I scrolled into, Paola. I'm like, oh, let's go check this. Whoa, oh God. Like, not gonna follow her on Twitter. Yep, yep. I can say something. And I started going on literally trolling him, talking shit of the house and the pool and all that stuff, and like the nipple thing and like the baby deer noises and all that stuff. He got so mad that he threatened me with revenge porn in his life. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm a brat baby. If you tell me I can do something, I'll do it even more. And the more he tries to control me and silence me, the more I'm here. I didn't want to. Like I was like, it was awesome. That's funny. Be in this show? I was very honest with you guys. I didn't want to be. I don't think this is the platform for me to talk about this serious shit. But I am here because he kept coming in this fucking thing. And then Audrey was like, if Paola really believes what she's saying, she would be here, right? Yeah. Trying to discredit me just for not being in this specific live. When I've been. Again, NDAs. People have NDAs. And Paola has her own platform. She goes live on TikTok all the time talking about these things. Talking about that for years. So yeah, okay, I'll be here. Don't worry about it. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Now everybody knows that you make baby deer noises when you come. There you go. That's. Get him. Get him.
I want to hear the noises personally, but I also want to say,
you gotta ask him. You gotta ask him for the video.
I'm gonna ask him.
He definitely has to.
Maybe do you think I'll send? I just want the audio file. Just like delete the video. Just keep.
You don't want to watch it.
I just want to hear. I want to listen to it and see if I'm in the forest, you know, with the calming noises of rushing water or a girl peeing, and then him going.
Or a girl peeing.
Oh boy.
Do you see people's face like what?
That'd be interesting. Anyways, I want to ask you, how do you feel about being the cover for the documentary? Like you, this is you, right?
Yes, it is me. Even though YouTube apparently thinks it's Trisha Paytas for some reason.
No.
I don't see.
YouTube thinks it's Trisha Paytas. No, girl, no. I don't get it.
I don't know who that is.
The preview, you do kind of look like Trisha at like certain angles. Yeah.
I don't have any idea who Trisha Paytas is, but you know, I know you, and that's where.
Tech, I don't have any idea who Trisha Paytas is. That's funny, Tech. Yeah, Dessa's here, Ozzy. Can you not see Dessa either? Maybe you all that can't see other people need to refresh.
We're gonna stick it there. We're gonna keep that there. Tech, can you please reenact the noise one more time? Is that it? Is that something like that? All right.
I don't want to do it.
All right, I tried.
Yeah, no, but I feel I didn't know that they were gonna put me in the trailer and all that stuff like that. I will tell you that when they were filming me, I was like, don't show the toes for free. And then I see the first thing, my damn toes. I was like, come on, guys. How am I gonna make money out of it? When they first uploaded the trailer, you kept getting Trisha Paytas. Yeah, considering he is allowed to talk about her. I know, that's. I heard you say in one of your TikToks, you said something about y'all getting the feet for free. You're welcome, or on Twitter. Because I went to Twitter to see what you were saying about the documentary, and that's when I scrolled into the birthday event pictures. Yeah, you said you're getting the feet for free. Foxy was there, but she had to leave for an emergency.
Oh, people were curious. I don't know if you can say, and if you don't know, probably don't say. Were you paid for the interviews?
No. I mean, I'll say it because no. Why would I be?
Well, guys, they're gonna make some fucking good money off of this shit.
Oh yeah, I know that, but for me, this is about putting it out there and like literally like raising awareness on a plus size community that I work for all the time. Like people don't understand. Like I may do a. You think he's making another FB post about how I give out his personal info? Probably.
I'm in the Paradise Discord.
Content,
Let me look.
but inside the adult industry, I'm constantly creating opportunities for people that are plus size. I'm constantly like getting them together in the award shows and like making sure we take space and we are known and we are seen and all that stuff. And that's what I do all the time. So I felt like I honestly getting the word out there is enough for me. I didn't need to get paid or anything. And no, I didn't.
I've never posted anything ever in the Paradise Discord because I don't want them to know I'm there. But I kind of want to post a video of a baby deer. I kind of want to do it. Nobody's mentioned anything. I'll get kicked so fast. He thinks the deer noises are crossing a line. Of course he does, because it involves him. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. He can threaten all of you so much, but he can't be threatened. He's made posts before about us talking on how he acts when having sex. Oh my goodness. They aren't what?
Get paid.
Foop, I'm gonna,
That's made up. That's completely made up.
yeah, the chat doesn't believe it. But some people are saying no
I
one
don't
got
care if you
paid.
believe it. I couldn't lie about this. This would be like literally like against NDA, I guess. I don't know.
Fupa, I'm gonna let you talk for.
Ozzy, why don't you just add me on Discord yourself, girl? Yeah, Ivy said that she said it first, I think. Oh. I'm gonna. I have Discord open on my other computer. I'm at Veruvia, Ozzy. Same name as here. Uh, I can't show that at the moment because it's on my other laptop, but I'll open Discord on this laptop here in a few minutes, and I'll play the little clip. It's so funny.
For a bit. I'm gonna try and call Foxy and see what's going on because she kind of just left abruptly.
That would seriously piss me off if I wasn't getting paid because just knowing how much money they're making off of it.
Right. No, I get that, but for me, it was literally like you need to understand this. For me, this is personal beef, you know? And people will be like, you're going so hard on him and all that. Yes, I am. It is personal beef for me. I will be the first one to tell people, yes, I am that petty. That has been years. And even though I had a friendship that even ended before all of this started happening, like really bad, I still remember all that he put me through while I was there. And the times that I tried to give him opportunities to do the right thing, and he always chose to do the wrong thing. It was always like we would always give him the benefit of the doubt and try to talk to him about consent and try to talk to him about how to do things right. Like it was always something. And
Fishling.
like the fact that he would always choose the wrong thing.
I don't sleep with dudes, so I'm not quite able to visualize the floppy fish thing, but it sounds pretty fucking funny.
Thing, like to fuck people over, to try to dig dirt from them, to try to blackmail, to try to do all these things instead of just acknowledging, apologizing, and changing his ways. That's enough for me. That's personal. That's it. That's why like Kimmy was
He can't admit he's wrong about anything.
the same thing when she was here. Y'all were like, "Oh, she's going too hard." I don't think she is. Like, y'all need to understand that this woman, at first, she said a stupid video that didn't even have to do with his allegations or anything. She just said a stupid video about the community, and then he went at her so hard to silence her, and then people started coming with stories and everything to her that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's ask the ladies. What do you mean by floppy fish? Is it like is that the motion he makes whenever he's I don't know, doing the deed? Like this? You gonna play? Oh, well, that's not quite. Oh, is that what that means? He's lazy in bed or not coordinated, like when a fish is out of water. No rhythm. Okay. Yeah, I don't sleep with dudes, so I think it needs to be convulsing a bit. Yeah, that's what I was kind of imagining. Well, that's kind of the motion he made in bed or something. I don't know.
She goes like, "Oh, okay, there's a lot happening here," and how hard he fought to silence her just because she just didn't.
He's the type who thrusts a seabed. I don't know what that is. Everything's happening at the same time. He's also robotic AF, having smecks. There's no talking or anything. It's just like shaking and then asking you to rub his nipple and then the deer noises. Little head. Oh, I don't know. Imagine your partner on top when he's finishing. He has whole body convulsion. Oh, well, I don't want to imagine that because again, lesbian. But oh my God, he because he only does missionary and he's has to have a headboard to push off of. Oh, so he's not very adventurous. Oh my God. You're like it's awful. Yeah, not my experience. I mean, not my world. I don't. That sounds awful.
Like him or agree with him or have some.
You can't see Pal's comments here? Everybody's having issues seeing other people's messages today in chat. Make sure you're on live chat and not top chat. And if that doesn't work, maybe try refreshing. Because it sounds like YouTube is glitching with like chats and whatnot. Your best friend's coming to the chat. Who's your bestie? He doesn't go down on anybody. Stefan. Hmm, that's so weird. YouTube is being a little bitch again. YouTube was being a little bitch a couple of weeks ago too. So he basically, yeah, so this it's just further proof that he just sees women as objects for his pleasure and he doesn't care about your pleasure. Mm, yeah, right. Kaylee says he likes big women, but he won't. You were in top chat, Ivy. Hi, Ouija board. I feel like anyone who's experienced him is due to financial compensation. It's like one of those late night commercials. If you or a loved one have been fucked by Stefan Wilhelmi, you may be entitled to compensation. Kiri, is that your bestie, Ivy? Ouija board? You know, how could he not want to go down on the women? I mean, I enjoy doing that. Doesn't mean he has to, I guess, but He has this house full of women. He says he loves the women, but he doesn't do that. So because I wanted Dakota to sleep and shut up. Can you say my name right? Ouija board. Awesome. Well, welcome in, Kiri. We're happy to have you. Top Chat is racist. We can thank Nikki for that little soundbite.
Something to say.
I need my soundboard. I hate traveling. Well, I like traveling, but
It is enough for a person that believes in like fairness and everything to go hard after that, you know?
Well, he did the same. This is obviously a pattern with him. He obviously did the
Oh.
same thing with you, just because you were talking about petty things like the pool or the
Mhm.
house,
Yeah.
and he went at, threatened you with
He
a
should have let it go for sure.
right.
Yeah. But
He's had
he's doing that now with the last group that left. He's now trying to like blackmail them and start shit. And it's like it's a pattern and it won't stop. And it gets to a point where like we just
yeah, the burping on lives. Yeah, that's a whole fet thing. Burping and farting. Yeah. He says he doesn't make Fifi content. Mm-hmm.
feel like it needs to be known out there. And that's why we kind of like go so hard and like, you know, keep it going after these many years because it's like, who else is gonna do it? And you could think that this is from TikTok, but I know people that 20 years ago, he was doing worse shit. He's not
wow.
changed his ways. Like there are people, there's a friend of mine that came, like she was talking about her story, and I know it before all of this came about. That her first bash, she was 19 years old, and he grabbed her private parts without asking whatsoever. There's another friend.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
That was very good friends with his wife that also had the same situation that he just grabbed her without consent. And this was decades ago. So you can't tell me that this is something that people are trying to do for attention or whatever when this is a pattern that is going on and we just got to a point where we're like, okay, we kind of need to keep pushing until he stops. That's it.
I have heard someone mention this, and now that you say that, it really makes me question things. They questioned that they, were looking into Stefan after like seeing, us cover it, and they said that they really couldn't find a lot on him, and that it made them wonder if he came from Germany to escape some situations going on over there that he was involved.
I mean, possible. How old is Stefan? He's in his 40s, I believe. I think he's in his 40s. I don't know his exact age though. Oh, he's 50. He's 52. Damn. Yeah, he should know better. But you wouldn't think. Yeah. I know laws are probably different in Germany, but SA is still SA. How long has he been in America? He's been here at least 20 years, right? At least.
I don't know. I think he came to escape the responsibility of being a father there, but I don't know.
And maybe, changed his name maybe to like an alias. Like, I don't know. That's just like allegedly in speculation. But
I don't know.
What made me remember that when she said that there are people from 20 years ago that have similar encounters with this guy. Like it always goes back to the repeated behavior, and it's a pattern at this point. Like, once like maybe he was drunk or something, you could
Bella.
kind of like not excuse it, but you could understand. But because it's so many different women on so many different occasions, it wasn't just one bad night. Like it's obviously
Right, like we've said before, where there's smoke, there's fire. When you have multiple women coming at you with allegations, there's probably something to them.
part of who he is.
And a lot of us, that's the thing. Like he always goes like, "Oh, this is lies. This is fan fiction. They're making up this for attention." Blah blah. Like, there's no way that these many women can get and say a story that are similar to each other when they don't even know each other. They don't even. A lot of us didn't even like each other. There's like, we got together because we just got fed up with him because he kept like attacking us individually and trying to silence people individually. And I was the one who got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live on TikTok, even though I didn't have a TikTok following. I just went live there because I know it's his turf, you know. And I went live there, and the first thing I start seeing are people that I met in the house through my time there, right? And people that I didn't even meet while I was there, that they were after me or before me or whatever.
So, Ozzy, so the ladies have said that there's no house, or there's no room in Stefan's house that looks like this, but it's possible she's at a hotel somewhere in Vegas, but we don't know yet where Fupa actually is.
And every time they would come in and say like, "Oh yeah, I went through something," I would just let them in on the live and just gave them a space to just talk about it. That's all we were doing. We were just sharing situations in Paradise and with Stefan, and I just kept letting them in and letting them
I hope you guys didn't hear me burp. I am so sorry. That snuck up on me.
and letting them in. To a point, it became a huge group. And we were like, oh, okay. And a lot of people saw that and they were like, but you didn't like her. What's going on right now? We put all our differences aside because we realized that that's how he gets away with this. He keeps like putting people against each other. He keeps manipulating people. And we get to a point where we were like, let's forget about what the fuck happened in the house. Because to be honest, most of the stuff wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him. So let's
Right.
forget about that. Let's put it aside. What's going on? What happened to you? I want to listen to you. And that's all we did. We just went on live and we just talked about it all together. And it was very powerful because it was like nobody talked to each other before that. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, fuck, I feel heard. I feel seen. Like
United in your dislike of Stefan.
I don't feel crazy. Thank you so much because I see what's going on here.
Scar is want to be confronted. I know. I was feeling left out. You know, we're trying to turn this into a Fifi channel.
That's all it was.
What are your thoughts on Audrey saying that there's no way all these women are just lying and like she said that
It's some conspiracy. They've all come together to just get back at Stefan when a lot of them didn't even like each other, like Pal just said.
had she not been there to see things with her own eyes that she would believe the women, but because she was there for a majority of these accusations
She
that
wasn't.
she flat out says people are lying.
She wasn't there. That's the thing. She wasn't there. I never met Audrey ever, and I was there all the fucking time. I never met her. And she was like, oh yeah, I was on the phone and whatever. That's because I said that about my friendship with Cass, honestly. Like that's all it was. But she wasn't there. She came after. Most of the things that she says are things that she's been repeating from him. And that's a very ignorant thing to say at the end of the day, because to say, how can this be true with all these women coming forward?
Tech went to go call Foxy to check on her. You can't be younger than my oldest child plus 4 years. We don't even talk to each other that much until he does stuff and we unite to talk about him. And Heather says, Pal and I hated each other in the house. Scar, I'm cool with him not being there. And Pal says, I did hate Heather. Also, Cece.
If I was there, girl, you were not there. You just because
so many women who didn't have ties prior all constructed a group story, right? So Ouija board, were you also at the Paradise House, Kiri?
again, like I feel like everybody says this. Just because you didn't have a bad experience, it doesn't mean that nobody else did. And if these many people are coming forward and telling you
Exactly. Just because she didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. And then she's relying on Stefan to give her the evidence, which of course he's going to give her evidence and tell her stories that make him look good.
that they had bad experiences, that they don't even have to work together or know each other or like each other or none of that, it should give you some fucking clarity. But at this point, she's so deep in that she's literally doing his beating, blackmailing people on fucking Snapchat. Yesterday, she was fucking doing it because she doesn't want people to speak more. More people that are coming out that were recently in the house that she knew. She's trying to silence them on his behalf. Like, if she really believed what she was saying, she wouldn't be doing that. She wouldn't feel the need to silence people. Because if you really feel like you're in your truth, why do you feel the need to not let anybody else talk?
Right. What is your connection with
Davi,
Zia?
I'm sorry, I see Davi in the chat. That's one of the men that was in the house while I was there. Davi. He was in the house. He dated Cass. He knows Stefan's behavior. He literally interfered when I got aggressive with Stefan on one of our last fights in that house. He literally stepped in because he thought that shit was gonna go down with me. And he's there, and he's one of the men in the house that would tell you that the behavior he saw and how much he tried to help him see his ways, and he just was never interested. And that's what's the frustrating thing, is that there's so many people that have tried to help him do the right thing, and he just doesn't. He always chooses not to.
Because he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He doesn't see anything wrong with his actions. And he doesn't want to be corrected. He thinks everything he does is perfectly fine.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Davi.
Had many opportunities to make amends and make things right, especially after the whole lawsuit thing. He could have said,
Yeah.
you know, let's put our differences aside and make peace, but
Yeah.
obviously hasn't decided to do that, which is unfortunate.
That's the thing. Like, this man has literally been banned from events before all of this happened. and it was for the safety of people that were there, because he would, even though people were letting him be, he would still come in and try to start situations to see if he could provoke somebody enough to get them to throw the first punch. You know,
The BBW bashes? Is that what you're talking about? He was banned from the BBW dashes. Is Stefan a girl now? I think he may be. I think Stefan has graduated to girl, or at least locale status.
know what I mean?
He's in the right place here for it.
To get them in trouble. And it got to a point where like organizers of bashes were like, you can't be here. You're not trying to even have a good time, even if there's people that you don't like around. I know he tried to do it with me. My first bash, he literally was like, oh, there's that person there that we don't like. And I was like, and what are you trying to make me do? Like, I was literally working, taking photos. I was like,
there's a couple of super chats that came in for our channel that we want to just address real quick. PP Bravado said, why is this guest up here talking about him but not wanting to show proof? Clearly she's clout chasing. This is like Boogie's level of bullshit on her part.
let me answer that real quick. I don't need clout, baby. I am Big Cherry. Look me up. I already got awards and everything in other places. I don't need Paradise to have. Yeah. I make my money. I got my followers. I got my shit going on. I literally don't have to Elvis Powell and do any of this. I literally have a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Chris, he's more like a horror cow. Yeah.
Believe me.
Another question that came in was, can you ask her about Zio? Ask her if she was there when Zio was there. I think Zio is pro Stefan. She's defending him on her live right now.
I do not know Zio. I never met Zio. The only interactions that I've had with Zio have been late lives. I'll tell you this though. I feel like if she was okay with Stefan, she wouldn't have put me on that live to scream at him twice the other day. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. She's not clout chasing. They don't even like him in the bus. Stefan, they don't like Stefan on the bus. Yeah. I don't think they bleeped her. I think her internet was just cutting out a little bit. Yeah, people, what proof do you need to show, right? I mean, I agree we should believe all women, but then there also needs to be investigation, right? The problem is that with the laws in Vegas, the women probably, or the laws in Nevada, the women probably knew that it wasn't going to go anywhere.
We had one more come in for $5. Says, show us your toes, Tech. No.
Show us your toes, Ted, because my toes are out there.
Well, yeah, those are your toes. My toes.
Yeah, but I feel like you should show your toes too, and it would be fair shit.
In unison? Foxy's not here to show toes. Fupa, are we doing toes?
No.
No.
At least they paid for it.
You can. You can, Tech.
We can as a team, or we don't do it. All right, Three Musketeers. Okay. If we want to toe it up, we do it as a sisterhood of traveling toes.
They will do anything.
Okay.
Local toes.
Small update about Foxy. She doesn't want to share what's going on, but she's having an emergency. She probably will not be back for this stream, which is unfortunate.
It sucks.
But my thoughts go out to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's okay
for the fans that are asking about her.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay now with whatever's going on with Foxy's situation. Hopefully it isn't anything too crazy and serious or bad.
Yeah.
Did you by chance get the questions from her?
No, she's barely responding to anything. Something's going on, and she's not available. So.
Okay.
Oh, she's okay.
Yeah.
I do appreciate Foxy like bringing this up like to your attention and everything. And I know that her intentions were definitely like bringing attention to hearing her own experience and her own input on it. Do I think that like she's been like steamrolled a little bit into the unserious? I think so, but I feel like there's a difference between you guys the first day that you started talking about this and how you started like throwing jokes out there, especially you, Tech, and now that you actually see that there's so much more going on.
They seem to be taking it a little more seriously. And I think maybe Foxy has something to do with that, because she wants to do a good job on this from what I've gathered. She wants to get this information out there. But the platform of Locale Bus really isn't the place. It's from years ago. My texter raised only the evidence I got is things I took screenshots. Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to have proof of things that happened so long ago whenever you aren't thinking about it in that moment of I need to get proof. You're just not thinking about those things. Yeah, and Keem hasn't been there. Keem hasn't been back here again yet either, so that's a good thing.
So I this is what we've been trying to do all this time. Is like tell people like, yeah, it sounds ridiculous. Believe me, this is my fucking life, and I did not think I was gonna end up here. It sounds stupid, and I know it's funny sometimes, but there has been people that have literally been affected by this really badly, and I'm just glad that I could like you at least can get a little bit of insight now and go like,
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of shit, yeah.
I don't know if you watched our show. We did a stream yesterday where I was in downtown San Diego, and a lady pulled up in her car, and she was like, "Are you Tech Protect?" And I was like, "Yeah. How's it going?" And she's like, "I'm a friend of Stefan's. I've known him for years. I just wanted to say hello. I've been watching you." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, interesting."
Awkward.
It was kind of a wild experience to.
Oh, how funny. Oh my goodness.
Have a person be like, "I'm on Stefan's team, and I'm here, and I saw you live, and now I'm here in front of you. Hello."
I would be
Yeah.
scared.
That it is because like they're kind of passionate, honestly. Like any kind of fans, right? But with his friends, the problem is that he kind of like demands disloyalty from them sometimes. That it's like everybody's just trying to show their loyalty to him, and like it becomes very toxic. And there's a lot of people that to this day they will sit here and tell you, I did a lot of shit for him that I'm ashamed of. Like
Right.
Kishi's one of them. We've been talking about it. Like she will tell you, yes, I
Right, Bella. Yeah, Foxy didn't realize how it was gonna go. Vegas is small. I think he said he was in San Diego, unless I misheard him.
did report their lives and all their shit. Yes, I did do this and that. Yeah, like they will accept it, but we always tell them we don't judge you for defending him because at the end of the day, you think that deserves some kind of protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will like there's plenty of times that you will kind of like compromise your character over defending him. And if he was a real friend, he wouldn't ask you to do that, by the way, if he was a real friend of yours. But we kind of are like open to them when they come because they always end up having something that has them come to us.
Why do you think he has such a almost like a little cult following that like go and defend him so hard? Because like at some point it's gotta get to the point where it becomes difficult to defend someone when I mean it's like Iceman. Like obviously Tech, you
Yeah.
know about Iceman. It's like after so many situations, you get to a point where like, dude, I cannot defend you anymore. Like it
Yeah.
each accusation that comes out, it just adds to the validity of all the other accusations.
Yeah.
So like at what point are these women going to maybe take like the rose colored glasses off and look at it through a different lens?
I feel like there's a lot of people in general. It's not just, you know,
Right.
women. I feel like there's a lot of people in general that care about something as hard unless it happens to them personally. And I feel like a lot of them see things that he's been doing and they go like, well, he's been telling me that they deserve it or that he's just defending himself or maybe he's just doing something wrong, but I feel like he just needs to help. I feel like if somebody tells him, if somebody like maybe tries to fix him, because he's literally a I can fix him kind of person. So like it is. He's literally a
Yeah, Doom Switch. There's many, many reasons why women don't come forward. They either don't, I mean, there's so many reasons ranging, like they don't feel like they're going to be believed, they don't want to relive it, they don't want the stigma that's associated with being a survivor of SA or grape. Maybe there's a power imbalance. Um, yeah, there's so many reasons why women don't come forward with their experiences, and it's sad.
walking like that. So I feel like there's a lot of people that like they don't see it until it happens to them. And I have people that I care about and I love so much, and I feel like I'm calling them out a little right now, but they were there and they were fine. And they were like, I don't agree with all these stuff, but I'm still fine with him until he showed them that he was never a real friend to them. And they were like, well, fuck that guy now. And I would be like, listen, thank you for finally waking up and all that stuff. But yeah, there is a lot of people that until he does something directly to them, they don't see it. They just don't see it.
Well, that's why when we had Jordan up here, she said that she was defending him hardcore and she believed him. And it wasn't until he had people over for, I believe it was Cass's
Mhm.
birthday that like she didn't like and that she had issues with. And it wasn't until then that she started like looking at things differently because it had like an emotional
Yeah.
effect on her.
Yeah.
It often goes like that. It often goes like person that defends upon super hard, they have an
Right,
issue with somebody else in
Celestial.
the house and they realize how he's not their friend because he never sticks up for anybody. He never picks a side. He never wants to deal with it directly. He will send other people to deal with it. He wants everybody to get along also. He never respects people not liking each other too. That's also a big like red flag for me because there would be like people in the house that others wouldn't like and he would still go like, no, you got to be friendly with this person so they don't make drama. And that's fucking cold shit to me. But like, why do I have to be nice to somebody I don't like? It's so.
So, Scar says, according to data compiled by Rain, sexual assault has one of the lowest conviction rates. For every 1,000 SAs, only about 50 are reported to police, which ultimately leads to roughly 25 perpetrators facing incarceration. Yeah. It's sad. Um and it's if you don't go in like immediately afterwards and have a kit done, it's hard to have evidence, like physical evidence. It's it's just so sad. And then when it's perpetrated by a stranger and you don't know who it is, and they have to try to rely on DNA, it's even harder to catch the perpetrator.
Okay to not like each other. We're a huge community. There's huge, big personalities. Why do I have to be forced into being nice to this person?
Right. And victim blaming. I mean, how many times do you hear, well, what was she wearing? At least, back in the 90s when I was a kid, that was what you would always hear. Well, what was she wearing? She was asking for it. Had she been drinking? It doesn't fucking matter now, does it? If she was drinking. It doesn't matter if she was wearing a short skirt. She wasn't wearing the short skirt for you. She was wearing it for herself. Who cares if she was flirting with you? Flirting with you doesn't mean she wants to fuck you. It's it's ridiculous. It's sad. Right. And I mean, that's the thing, Heather. I mean, that's how it is with all crimes, typically. I mean, the onus is on the accuser and the prosecution to prove that somebody did something. Right. It's just something that has to be proven. Yeah, I'm sorry, Raleigh. For anybody in the chat that's a survivor, I am so sorry that you had to go through anything as heinous and awful as that. And yeah, we're sending all of you love and support and hugs. There were men in the house he knew made women uncomfortable, and he wouldn't kick them out until something happened. Mm.
Person. So there was a lot of that. And until they realized, oh shit, he really doesn't give a fuck about how I feel about this. That's when they would start like, oh, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing what she said. I got it. I got it. That there's a lot of people like that.
See, that's a little different from what some other people have said. They've said that like he kind of instigates using the girls. So like he'll say, oh, like maybe like, oh, so and so did this, like, oh, like trying to like shit talk so that they will go confront that other girl on his
Yeah.
behalf.
Yeah.
And then when he's confronted, he said, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it. Like I don't know.
He never
kinda
takes
plays.
responsibility. Yeah, he never does. But you tell me this. There's one situation to speak on. He had two girlfriends, right? There was one situation that one girlfriend felt like she was being replaced, that she was being like betrayed and all that. And it was because the things that she would tell him in private, he would go and tell the other one. there were things like even professional things, like even work things. Like she was a content creator, and he would go and tell the other one what this one was doing. Now I'm an adult content creator. I have a partner. If my partner goes and tells somebody else everything I'm doing, we're gonna have a fight. And he is the most amazing partner ever, but we're gonna have a problem. But when those two girls would have a problem, what would he say? She's just jealous of the other one. It's not jealousy. It's not. It wasn't. They were open. They were dating other people. They were fine with doing all that stuff. It wasn't jealousy. It's that he never gave the place of a partner what he should have given it. And that created tension. And that created bad situations.
I wanted to point this out because a lot of the chat, as I'm reading, is very upset that there's no like physical proof being like presented.
What physical proof can she give you? What physical proof are you guys wanting her to show? Nikki says, don't be mad. I'm posting parts of your TikTok stream from the other day so people can see what Roz was doing when she was supposed to be streaming for her paying members. I hope you don't mind. Also, it was a really informative stream. Oh, did you, Ivy? Ivy says I went live with Roz and Sean today earlier. You'll have to message me and tell me all about it. I know, Nikki. Damn you being in Australia. Yeah, you have to tell me all about it, Ivy. Yeah, Roz was live today on TikTok.
Presented from every side actually. Both sides are kind of like.
Well, y'all gotta wait until.
The thing is, judges don't want to ruin a promising man's life with a conviction. Yeah, what about the woman that he assaulted, ruining her life? What about that?
June 10th to watch it.
Sweet. I look forward to it, Ivy.
There's currently an NDA put out, so a lot of these girls can't speak about it if they've been involved with the documentary. But also, I would understand being so like an asshole being like, give me proof or I don't believe you if it's one girl saying one thing. But if it's like fucking 10 girls saying the same thing.
There's more than 10. 10 are on my group chat. There's way more than 10.
It feels like, okay, is it more likely that they came together and was like, let's fuck over this one guy in particular? Or is it that this one guy in particular has done this situation so frequently that there's like a group, or there's more than one group chat? There's group chats.
There's multiple.
It feels like, okay, well, if lightning's striking a lot in one location, there's probably a fucking witch or a wizard. Okay, it's magic.
Right.
So.
Right. That's why he tries to like villainize Piggy so much, Kimmy, right? I'm saying Piggy for them to know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Calling her that. But that's why he likes to villainize Kimmy so much, because it's like he needs to bring his side. He needs to bring everybody together against one common enemy, right? Because there's so many of us that he cannot go, no, it's Pal, it's Kimmy, it's Yolanda. Wait, let me give a shout out to the whole chat. Hold up. I'm not gonna give everybody a shout out, but because they probably don't want to be in the drama. But it's Pishy, it's Cece, it's who else can I name here? I already said Yolanda. I don't want to say one to give away. I don't want to say this one. Okay, hold up. It's Savvy, it is Pork Chop, it is Ali, it is there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many, and the ones that were in Pishy, now they're also being attacked because how dare you be the latest ones to leave the ranks, right? And speak up on it. So now those are also lying. They're also, he just went and started slut shaming Pishy the other day. And I'm like, you cannot keep recycling like smear campaigns, man. Like, I don't know, be more creative or something.
Hi, London.
That's another reason why I was kind of like, I can't believe like you guys weren't paid, because one, it's a very sensitive subject. Like no one wants to come out and be vulnerable and like talk about these serious things.
Yeah.
But two, it also opens up a can of worms for people on his side to come and harass you. And we've already heard of this stuff going on. So I can only imagine what the documentary is going to do. Hopefully it goes the other way and people actually believe you guys. And
we trust that it will. I know that there will be some hardcore friends and fans that will still like, but I feel like you were saying that, he's always talking about no proof, but there's all these people, right? Oh shit. There's an Amber Alert out. Oh, sorry. But okay, there we go. Stop. There is
she had an Amber Alert.
there's the whole thing of like, where's your proof, physical proof, right? But there's all these people telling you like all these stories about it. In a court of law, sometimes a show of pattern by
Right. Circumstantial evidence, patterns of behavior.
by testimony, it is evidence, guys. Like, you need to understand that this is also proof with so many people talking to y'all. But also, like, when I was approached about this, the first thing I said is like, how will this affect me? He already harasses me. He will literally text me from random numbers and start shit. He will harass me. He will do things. Whatever. I've been through the harassment of his already. I don't care, but I've been through it.
The Amber Alert.
And I said, okay,
Glad
how
they're
can
okay.
this document make it worse for me? And I went,
No, Rosie didn't say she got paid for the interview. She said actually the opposite, that she did not get paid. However, the financial benefit was that the production company paid for her trip to Vegas and like reimbursed her expenses while she was there, gave her a per diem. So it wasn't really like, hey, here's $1,000 to come do this interview. It was we want to interview you, so we are going to pay to bring you to us to do the interview, and we're going to pay for your expenses while you're here.
like, you know what? No, because they're gonna have him on it, and he is so
Really
unlikable,
no?
and also he tells on himself so fucking hard, and he's so frustrating to listen to when he's lying, that I believe that there will be no better weapon against himself than him. Just let him talk. That's literally all I said to myself. I said, if they put him in that chair and he talks, I feel like a lot of people will see right through it.
Yeah.
And that was all, like, that's how I felt about it. That's why
So.
that I wasn't getting, like, I wasn't profiting out of this or anything, because, like, you know what? He wanted a show so badly. We helped him have a show. Now get it. Now do your thing.
So this.
I hope so, pal. Thank you so much, Kira. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Ivy, for bringing your bestie over.
This whole thing comes out next Wednesday, right? Not this one coming up, but the Wednesday after.
Oh my God, it is next Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream it in Discord at some point that night, but I am in Springfield hanging out with friends for that week. So I may make them sit down and watch it with me and be like, that's Pal. She's gorgeous. Don't go to her Twitter. She's beautiful, but don't go to her Twitter page, I promise.
Right, on the 10th.
Oh, we're for sure gonna watch this together.
The baby deer was the highlight of this live stream. And Kiri's leaving her house, but you're sticking around. Drive safely going home, Kiri.
With the fans, we're gonna watch.
Yeah, I'll stream it at some point. It may be really late the Wednesday night, but then I can stream it multiple nights. I'm not gonna do a one is done, right? We can watch it multiple times. I don't have to sit there and listen to it. I can just let it play for whoever happens to come into the chat.
The fuck out of this. I'm so interested in seeing how this story plays out, because I don't think anyone's watched it, the whole thing, right? From what I gather,
none of us have seen anything. We didn't even see trailers or anything before it came out. Nothing. We don't know anything. None of us have any creative control or anything.
When was all this filmed?
A long time ago. I don't think I can say, but
I just got an Amber Alert for Dallas. I think you jinxed me, pal. Is it a 3-part series? I don't know. I don't know anything about how many it is, if it's a one and that's it, or if they're gonna break it up into different like series. I don't know if any of the ladies know.
a long time. a long time working on it.
Okay.
A couple
What
of
I can
years, I
tell you is
think at
that this has
least 2
been like
years.
this was before Cast Passing. Like there were this was being worked on a very long time ago. And also like I can tell you that because I know it was a long time ago. Is I've been there since the beginning. I've been there
Was
since the start.
was Cass in the documentary?
I do not know actually. I actually have no idea. And they don't tell us anything. That's another reason why it's like that's another reason why he is going around being like, they promised me this, they promised me that. I can
But you don't know what's in it yet. It's gonna be 3 episodes? Okay. Good deal. Yeah, I mean, he's doing damage control for something that hasn't even come out yet.
they did not promise us anything. Anytime you would have a question of like, how is this gonna go? At first they didn't know because they didn't know like what they were getting into this deep. You know what I mean? Like they had no idea. And then when they started going into it, they wouldn't tell us nothing. The only things I know is because it's what I did, it's what I said, and because my friends were there. You know what I mean? Like people that I but otherwise I don't know anything. I don't know what's coming out. I just know
Usually not Scar. I mean, usually with like these kind of like little mini docu-series that these channels do, they'll typically do like one a week for a couple of weeks.
Stefan. And I know how he is. And I
That's
know that he talks. I know how he speaks.
So the documentary is airing on Investigation Discovery. It's also on HBO Max if you have HBO Max on like your Hulu or whatever. It will also be airing in multiple creators' Discords. I'll be playing it in my Discord. Charlie Gold's going to show it in her Discord. I think Vera the Chukin is going to show it in her Discord, and there may be some others. Is it going to be back to back, all 3 in a row? Ooh, that's a lot. Are you sure? Because usually they'll break things up and like release them at different times so that it's not just all at once. I hope they don't do it all at once. We're not going to watch them all at once.
Even
yeah.
when he thinks he's killing it, I know what he does. So I was like, I'll trust this. Just because
Go ahead.
People have said like that they were under the impression that this documentary was going to be about, oh, this great place, like it's going to be like all happy, and then they were kind of
the only person that gave that impression is the to think that they were not going to get the past when they told him this is about your past as well. He's the only one that assumed that.
Did Ilya talk about doing it too?
It's as simple as that.
I'm fucking excited. You know what? I want to find out how he gets portrayed at the end.
Yeah, me too. Because I was gonna say real quick, by the way,
Yeah.
I've never denied, and none of us that have been in the house have ever denied that there were times we made friends. I still have very close friends to this day that are from the house. We had fun. We partied. I apparently had a lot of sex. I did a lot of shit, and we did have great times together.
They're all dropping on the 10th. Well, in my Discord, we are not watching all 3 in a row because I have shit going on that week.
But I will tell you that a lot of those great times were
My watch party is for 1 episode. Y'all can get the fuck out and watch the rest at home. Pow. You can watch 1, then get the fuck out.
without Stefan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So just because people have gone to the house and had a good time and made good friends and all these things, Stefan's probably going to try to use that against the women. Well, they all said they really enjoyed being in the house. They said they made great friends in the house. Why are they saying now that it was so bad? That's what he's going to do. Okay, Ilya, awesome. Slumber party.
Yeah. Hell yeah. At least there's a silver lining. But someone did die, and that really upsets me. And I was curious. This
I know. How dare I try to have fun with friends for once this year?
may be touchy. Again, feel free to say you don't want to talk about it. Stefan had sent us the memorial video to play on stream.
God. So there's somebody that was in my chat the other night, Kasia Benson, who works for Local Bus. She works for Foxy Mama. She told us in chat the other night that it was her idea to play that memorial video. And I told her I thought the memorial video was in very bad taste. Granted, it was a song written by Cass, but it featured way too much Stefan and was about how great Paradise was. I don't think in this moment, given the accusations against Stefan, I just thought it was in very poor taste. I'm not sure who made it. He's posted videos of people having fun at the house after what they accuse him of to prove they were fine. They were fine at that moment. Sure. Doesn't mean they were fine 5 minutes later. Foxy said she thought it was in bad taste too. It was by a production company. Oh my goodness. Oh, did Tech just say that? Sorry.
I was curious. This may be touchy. Again, feel free to say you don't want to talk about it. Stefan had sent us the memorial video to play on stream that day. I don't know if you watched that episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the memorial video. A lot of people online thought it was in poor
He didn't say Foxy said it was in bad taste.
taste that Stefan's the one that helped produce this.
He said a lot of people because Stefan helped produce it, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
using a song that kind of promotes Paradise.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that Stefan will use everybody in every way. It doesn't matter when. And it sucks to think about that. And I feel like her real friends are very hurt by the way that this has been getting used.
Oh, Foxy has said that in Nikki's chat. Well, it was somebody that worked for Foxy that wanted to play it. Yeah, it's how many times in his defense did Stefan try to use Cass? Because Cass is no longer here and can't have changed her mind about anything. His whole defense was, well, Cass's messages and Cass did this. It's in very poor taste that he's using that poor woman as his defense.
Now, I'm not denying that there are feelings there. I'm not denying that there actually don't know about them. But I will say that I felt like it was in poor taste. And my comment actually to the group chat was literally like, this is not great. I know what he's trying to do, but I hope that it still bring comfort to the people that she cared, like they cared about her and loved her.
Zio is crying. Zio was crying pretty hardcore.
Because I know I went through that when when someone that I cared about passed away. And I remember that when she did, one of the first things I told people in the chat was, can we make sure that Stefan doesn't try to make this about him? Because she wasn't living in the house or anything, right? So I was like, can we just try to make sure? And we sent the one person that we thought still had like civil enough conversations with him to be able to get through. And she came to him and told him, could you please not make this about you or do a live or do stuff like on the day of her passing? And he was like, there's people talking online about it.
So
And he still did it.
you were very close with Cass, right? So were you close with Shay?
No, not at all. No, I think Shay hated me, to be honest. And
Okay.
that's okay. Yeah. No, because Shay was very, very close to Stefan. So I met Shay. The only interactions I had with Shay were all through TikTok lives and stuff. And it was not pleasant at all. But you know what? When she passed, the first thing I did was, what is my biggest platform where there's people that could support her family? Because at that point, you only think about what is the family going through. And they were all trying to scrape by to be able to get her taken care of and everything. And I said, what is my biggest platform? And that's where I shared the GoFundMe and I donated myself and everything. Because at the end of the day, I don't care about what's happening with him and with the house or anything. That's a person at the end of the day. That's a person that is very sad that passed away when they were young.
That's very sweet of you, Pao, to offer your platform for that and to support her family with the loss. And yeah, just it's very big of you to put aside your personal feelings and like, yeah, we didn't get along, but she's still a human being that passed away way too young, and she has a family and people that loved her. Yeah, he's trying to speak for her in his defense. Night, Lana. Was it Shay's video? I thought it was Cass's they played the other night. Maybe it was Shay. My bad. Maybe it was Shay.
And all I cared about was like, how are her friends and family? And I wanted to help, to be honest. And that was
And
it.
I would imagine when something as serious like that happens, you kind of realize how maybe petty some of the arguments were, and you just look back on and wish things could be different.
Yeah, yeah. No, there really is. There really is moments that we go like, this is so petty, this is so bad. But at the end of the day, because I saw how friends of mine in the house got their mental health affected by all of these petty shit, I know it's
Yeah.
serious. You know what I mean? It's like,
And I mean, I'm a woman. I know.
Oh, thank you so much, Chris. I didn't even know you were in here. I don't think you ever chatted anything. I'm going to bed, but I just wanted to say I love you, Libby, and lots of heart faces. Thank you so much, Chris. I love you so much. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us and just for being you. And I hope you sleep well. Sleep for me too, Chris, because I'm not gonna get more than maybe an hour, maybe two. It was Shay. Okay, thank you. I got them confused on the memorial videos. Today, the Cass Passy did a live with people that weren't even great to her. Mm. Oh, you just came in. You just came in to donate. Chris, I know you don't listen very well, but we're gonna have to do something about this. We can't be having this. Yeah, Fupa is definitely taking things a little more seriously tonight, and so is Tech, which I appreciate them taking it more seriously.
Know how women can be when we all get around each other. We just start fighting over some petty shit. Like,
yeah,
I could completely understand that a lot of the arguments, I'm not saying there weren't serious arguments, but like, just little things that you bicker about. And just like when you guys stepped away from the situation and you started hearing about people that you may not have liked before, but you realize that you actually have some common ground and you can connect
Hey,
on
Jenny.
those things, and you just decide to put everything in the past. Because
yeah,
obviously, the subject is way more important than any beef you may have had in the past.
yeah. That is exactly how we felt like when I started bringing everybody up. And I'm a very honest person, so like I straight up told them on their face like, hey, welcome. Kimmy, first thing I said was like, welcome. I do not agree how you handle things. I understand though where you're coming from. Let's talk. When Cece came up, Cece and I had beef in the house, and she went up and I told her like, I believe that you acted very wrongly when I was there, but you know what? Let's talk about this. And we kind of moved past the things because we all were like, okay, we acknowledge that this is not, that the little petty issues are not important enough, and we got to talk about what is actually affecting people. And that's why we still do this, honestly, to this day. Believe me, this is fucking tiring, guys. We've taken so many breaks so many times because it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really
Do you
is.
guys have any plan of continuing covering this, continuing to share your story after the documentary?
It is more like I want to update people on what happened after, because I feel like the documentary puts you back on like, put us back in the house, you know what I mean, without being able to give too much. So I feel like there are things that happened after that I would definitely love to share those stories, because I feel like when you look at it from what happened in the house, and then me going like, but also he did try to blackmail me, he did try to blackmail this person, he did try to silence us, but to not talk about what we just told you about, you know what I mean? Like all the people that could have been, I'm not saying allegedly, people that could have possibly been in the documentary that they no longer feel.
Yeah. Heather says Cass and I weren't on speaking terms when she passed, but I still said my goodbyes privately and apologized to her for letting the petty get between us. That's very 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 grown and adult of you to do there, Heather. To recognize, it's all petty. It's not worth being upset over somebody. I think, yeah, and we don't know what they're going to do in the documentary. We don't know how they're going to, you know, arrange things, edit what people have said. What are they going to leave in? What are they going to leave out? So, um, I'm looking forward to seeing the aftermath. Like, what do the ladies think about how they were portrayed? How do they think the documentary was arranged? I'm looking forward to hearing what they think about it. No, I did not bring Sigourney Beaver with me. Nikki says, I can't wait to get all the ladies' reactions after the documentary comes out. And I don't really know how anyone is going to be portrayed. Yeah, yeah, we just said the same thing. Are we sharing a brain cell lately, Nikki? Yeah, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Like they're okay with Stefan. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things are updates that I definitely would love to share, just to first of all feed the curiosity of people, because I know that there's going to be curious about. Y'all are curious. Like I feel like there's definitely a lot of people curious about it, but also to show that how we can move on from this. Like at the end of the day, when I left Paradise, I looked for other communities of plus size people.
Yeah.
And I find other communities and I found other options. And I went through my own experiences to the point where I said, I'm going to create my own space, and in the adult industry specifically, because that's what I'm like my work and I'm most close to. But you know, I did stuff after. That's basically what I'd like to share. Is like we can still have what we wanted from Paradise without having to deal with a creep like him.
I want to ask,
So
because you said you looked for other communities after you left Paradise.
Yeah, I did.
Have you ever thought about joining the LCU?
Pal says, I just know how Stefan is, and I know he won't be able to come out of it good. And he can try to blame it on the edit, but he's worse than what he acts on camera. Yeah, yeah. I don't think he's going to be portrayed well. Um, so what are we helping Nikki with? Where's my mouse? I know, not the job offer. So, pal, did you take the LCU up on their job offer here? That's the wrong mouse.
Nah, y'all. Mm-mm.
You know, maybe get a show with one of your friends up here, and you guys just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Listen, I don't. This is the thing. I don't know much about the LCU. I don't. Everything I've learned has been because of this shit. Yeah, because of this. And everybody has told me, don't get in there. Don't do it.
No, it's
No,
fantastic. We have a show. We have a show called Local Chubbies. That
we do.
Listen.
waiting for a host right now.
This is the thing. I am the kind of person that I call shit out too much.
That's
and
perfect.
It gets me in trouble.
That's perfect.
And I just don't like being in trouble. I got so much to do.
Positive.
I can't, guys. I got so many videos to edit right now, and
Well, the good thing about live streaming is there's no editing. You get up, you talk, 2 hours, boom, it's done. You ship it.
Yeah, I don't.
Now there's more. They sit in the voice chats. They plan. They have meetings. My earbud's dying. Fucking A. I can't hear. Damn it. Give me 1 second. My earbud died. So I can't hear anything. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just making sure. Okay, is my microphone? Microphone's working. Okay, drive safely, Nikki. LCU is trash. Yeah, we'll all support all of you in any way that we can. nagrata with Kim. Yeah, y'all should check out Ozzy's Kitchen as well. I'll link some channels here in a few minutes. Okay, let me pop back over here, see if I can hear stuff.
I don't know about it. I
Cannot.
Your microphone hates you.
Okay, I think we're connected now. I think.
Good thing about live streaming is there's no editing. You get up,
No.
you talk, 2 hours,
Okay.
boom, it's done. You ship it.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I
Your microphone hates you. It died.
I can't hear. There we go.
Oh, you're back. Boom. Well, the good thing about live streaming is there's no editing. You get up, you talk, 2 hours, boom, it's done. You ship it.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I
Well, thank you so much for the happy pride, Belladonna. Happy pride, everyone.
Your microphone hates you. It died. Oh, you're back.
There we go.
Okay. Because the chat's been saying they want to see you on a show. They think you're amazing. She has such talent.
I had two more.
Stick around, guys. I don't know what to.
One of them being
I don't know about the rest of you guys.
you had mentioned Cece,
Yeah.
and that you may have not been the best of friends all the time.
No, we have beef after even. Like, we have beef.
Sucks. So what is your opinion on, like, do you believe her story of, okay. Did you see the screenshots, her screenshots and his screenshots? Because allegedly the ones that he has in that video, he's deleted a lot of the messages. And so it just looks like she's.
Yeah, he likes to shop things out of
Mhm.
context a lot. So he likes to show like little bits of it and stuff. Like the other day, yesterday actually, somebody sent me a clip of him showing people on his live what I was saying in Zio's live. And he was showing people the live because he wanted to see me screaming at him, right? Y'all were there. You know I screamed at him and I'm not denying it.
Mhm.
But he wanted to do that. But
Good.
as soon as I started making a point, he was like, skip, 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 skip. See,
Of
she's so
course.
violent. And I'm like, that's what he always does with the screenshots and everything. He will literally like cut a little part that he thinks looks good on him. It usually doesn't. It usually is just him trying to make other people look bad instead. And that, like, he's been doing that forever.
And another thing I wanted to ask, so like obviously you guys want to keep sharing the story. What do you guys, and obviously you can't speak for everyone, but like what would you want to see come from all of this? Like through sharing your story, through sharing the document.
Yeah, you have to sign a contract with Kim, and there's more work to it than just doing the 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like would you want him to serve like jail time? Like what would
So,
be the outcome?
For me personally, I've always been very honest to him about what I've been wanting from this. First, it was be honest about what happens in the house. I want people that walk in there to know what they're walking into. Don't go out there and make it a safe space. Don't use those words. Safe space is two words that make you responsible for so much shit. And you are not a responsible person. So don't promote it as a safe space. Be honest about what you want. Because he waits until he thinks he has you in a tight circle or like loyal to start showing you what he actually wants. It shouldn't be that way. And also the fact that anybody that has had an issue with him, for him to start harassing, attacking them, blackmailing them, going after them. I remember we had a situation, I think last year, where he posted videos of Pork Chop and Savi and the other girls. And we were like, can we stop? Like at this point, can you stop posting them? And I even had a live where I told him, hey, Stefan, straight up, we're here together right now. I told him, if you stop posting the girls, if you stop talking about them, I will leave you alone. I promise. And he couldn't do that. Like, I know that it's very difficult for him to apologize and like acknowledge situations and everything. I did tell him apologize, but honestly, I know that's too hard for him. So I was literally going like, let's make a truce. Don't bring them up. Don't post them. Don't try to make your content about them, because that's another thing. The bitch has no personality, and he just needs all this drama to bring in viewers. And at the end of the day, it's like, we just don't want to be the target of that anymore. And we tried to make that deal with him before all this shit went out, and he still didn't take it. So at this point, it's like, for me, it is for him to shut up. Like that's it. For me, it's for him to shut up.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I feel like the documentary take care of people knowing what they're getting into, and they will know the story of the people that were doing the accusation part of it. So I already took care of that. At this point, I just need him to shut up.
We have 30 seconds left. If there's anything you want to say before we go, you want to plug your shit? Plug your shit, girl.
No, I honestly, I mean, I feel like he has plugged my shit more than me. He has told you all that I do a doc. Should hire him, my promotion person. I literally just want to say that just wait until you watch the documentary on June 10th. That's it. That's all.
We will be planning to do like a watch event in the bus VC.
I'm having a little get together with my friends here in Vegas.
Yeah.
Just need the support of my friends, to be honest.
All right.
Right.
Well, thank you, Paola. We will hear from you soon. I'm sure you're gonna watch. Apparently he wants to respond to a lot of what's been said today. I gotta.
He'll do it on his TikTok.
DM. He's excited to talk about it. So.
I've been throughout the entire show.
You know what? I will say this one last thing. All the people that are on like supporting him, and they're always telling us, show proof, show evidence, or like, why don't you stop talking about him, or like, why don't you talking about him? Tell him when he does it, we will do it. Believe me. Tell him to stop, and then we will stop. But that's it.
Thank you so much for coming up and sharing your story. I'm so glad we got to hear from you today, uninterrupted. Apologies that Foxy couldn't be here. Hopefully, me and Ted did proud.
Y'all did a great job, though. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see from you later. Bye.
Yeah, you did amazing, pal. That was really good. Yeah, no notes. The baby deer's freaking hilarious. Yeah, you did a great job being very articulate and, saying your truth and what you've learned from other ladies. I think you did a great job there. If he wouldn't, threaten and blackmail and would just learn what consent is, he wouldn't be in this situation. I did the same. I told him I wouldn't speak of him if he didn't speak of me. And he told me I had to get Pat 1K to take down all of the videos in order for him to... Oh my God, Heather, jeez. He tried to stream the bus because Zio does it, but they took him down. Really? When he goes up there, the deer will come. You know what they're going to do. If Stefan comes up on to the locale bus, I bet you anything they will make the super chat alert be baby deer noises. They're going to make the super chat alerts be baby deer noises. I guarantee it. So they took down Stefan. Was Stefan trying to stream it on TikTok? I'm honestly surprised that Keemstar has not struck my channel. I am very surprised he hasn't. Oh, the thing in Discord. Yeah, 1 second. So hold on. Let me change my screen so you all, so you don't see my Discord. I need to open Discord on this computer. They said they wanted to dress up like deer. Oh my God. Okay, let me see. Who did that? Ozzy, you found me. Okay, you sent it through Dessa. Okay, let me download this. And let me open. What was that? Oh, hibiscus. Shh. Hold on. I'm trying to trying to get my screen set up. All right. Let me pop back over here. Let me take myself off. Oh, that's the wrong one. Nope, the wrong one. There we go. All right. You guys ready? Watch your ears. This may be loud. That was from Ozzy. Oh my goodness, Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy. That was fun. He does run a little weird. Um, that's funny. The way he runs. Ozzy's Kitchen made that. Ozzy in our chat there made that. Who do we got here? Pal says, "Oh yeah, I told Kimmy she laid down the ground for sure, like she's been doing since the start. She's been the front line. Kimmy's been doing amazing. I think she dipped out for the night. She was not letting him get away with anything the other night either. But that was funny. Newborn fawn wobble. Yeah, that was pretty funny. uh, no worries, Bella. Yeah, that was that was good. Oh my god. Fucking baby deer noises. God damn. Y'all are brutal, but that's funny. That's really funny. Um, but yeah, I think oh, let me do a quick check. Let me do a quick check on Roz. Um, see if she's doing anything. I know she uploaded a video today that I'm not going to get a chance to get to until later because I'm busy. I don't have time. Um, no. Can't keep your cool when Stefan talks. Yeah, I don't blame you. Um, all right. Oh, my kitchen is. There's my kitchen with Roz back in the background. All right. Um, yeah, well, I need to do some work for both of my jobs tonight. So, thank you all for thank you for coming in late, starting late. Wow, words are hard tonight. Thank you for humoring me and starting late tonight because I had D&D. And thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I'm probably not going to get very much sleep because I have work. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for spending time with me. Um, Thank you, Pal, for going up on the locale bus and giving them information. And thank you very much for that baby deer. So, yeah, no, I'm not covering Roz because I have work to do. So, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, and I will maybe see you tomorrow. It just depends on what locale bus is doing. So, until next time, Be safe and take care.
Rolling across the kitchen tile in that spinny office chair, chatterbait cams running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce drips slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey. Sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds high chew, cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey. Sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey. Sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Cam light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.